You ever had spaghetti squash?
Spaghetti squash. I
Yeah.
love that. I love that shit.
So apparently it looked like spaghetti inside of it, right?
Yes.
Like how the fuck is that? So is it like air? Like you ever bust one of them Jones open and like because I've only seen pictures. Like I've seen a spaghetti squash, but I ain't never busted open. And then like I seen pictures of what it looks like when you bust it open, and apparently it looked like spaghetti. So is there like air in there? Is it like its own self-contained little, microcosm, so to
Uh,
speak?
it's like juice in there. It's juice and air, but it's kind of contained.
It's
Like
space. There's like empty space.
not quite empty space. Like it's you know how you open up like let's say like maybe like a mang not I wouldn't necessarily say a mango, but like maybe like a peach or apricot or something like that. You got like the pit in there, but sometimes
Yeah.
it's a little bit of space in between the pit and the rest of the fruit and shit like that. It's
Yeah.
like it's like that. It's kind of something like that. So
So it's like spaghetti floating around a sun.
pretty much.
Okay. Yeah, that shit's different. So how do you like? Do you like just take it and eat it like that, or what? Like you gotta? Do you make
Uh
spaghetti with it?
some people do if you're trying to do like if you're trying to be like healthy about it, you can actually yeah you could actually definitely make spaghetti. I made it a couple times. It ain't the same effect. It hit a little bit different, but you
That's
can do
crazy
that,
to think that like nature made spaghetti before we did. That's
right?
fucking wild.
But nah, there's it's got like there's other way things you can do with it too. Like you can make other dishes. The main thing is that you're just trying to take advantage of the what's the names of the fucking the texture of it and using the texture to your advantage to do shit. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So like you know what I mean? So like you could use it to make like a healthy pasta. So like if you one of those motherfuckers that's trying to be like do keto or like try to go
Yeah,
like gluten
cut out
free and
all your
shit like that.
carbs and shit.
You know what I mean? Like that's a good joint right there. But I don't know. It's one of those things where it's like one of those fruits that's like almost ready made. You know what I mean? So
Would you call it a fruit? Is it a squash? Is a squash a fruit?
um, I'd
Because
say it's a
zucchini's
fruit.
a squash, ain't it?
Yeah, it's a type of squash. Yeah, that's
So I
technically a
think
fruit. It's
it's a
technically a
fruit.
fruit. Yeah.
They technically fruits. What make them fruits? Like I've been
Uh,
having, the fruit fucking vegetable argument has been happening since the beginning of time, apparently, and nobody knows what anything is, honestly.
I feel like a fruit is something that has a seed in it. So,
Ooh,
so,
I've read that recently, actually.
so something that has a seed in it. So, like the idea is for it to be eaten so that the seeds can kind of come out and get digested and shit out in the junk. I feel like vegetables are actually like parts of
Foliage.
actual plants. Yeah, like up plants. So like you got like roots, you know what I mean? The leaves, the stems, you know what I mean? I
So
feel
what
like
about a
that's the actual
potato?
vegetable. So potato, yeah, that's a root. You know what I mean? So
It's a
that's
root vegetable. It's a root.
yes, yeah,
Okay. Carrot's also a root.
yep.
Um, corn.
Corn is fruit.
Corn's a fruit, right? Yeah, that's what
Yeah,
makes more sense.
yeah, yeah.
Tomato, fruit
Fruit.
that comes out of the flower
Yeah,
specifically.
you know, as weird as it
Marijuana,
sounds,
cannabis.
that's actually I don't know, that's a herb.
That's a herb.
That's a
Yeah,
herb.
but it does have flowers. Um, and therefore, if you consume it as a vegetable, right? Because herbs
Uh,
fall in vegetable category.
they do. I mean, if you're eating the leaves, yeah. So
Okay, how about a broccoli?
broccoli, that's a veggie. That's a veggie.
Because it's what? Because it's actually leaves and shit. A
Yeah, it's the
bunch of
actual
bunched up
leaves.
leaves
Yep.
and trees, little baby trees coming out of bunched up leaves.
Yeah, because you're eating the leaves and the stem. You eating the whole tree when you do that, John.
Okay, all right,
So
word.
so, but there's advantages to disadvantages to eating both or making both. But nah, broccoli, spaghetti squash, that John is it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. I mean, just don't spam it too much. It's one of those things. For me, at least, it feels like one of those foods I could just kind of just like I eat it one too many times, and it's like, all right, I had enough of that. We done. So,
That's how I
you
treat
know
every
this.
food, honestly. If I have something I like, I just go hard on it until I'm tired of it, and then it goes back into the fucking queue. Starts back at the beginning. But anyway, let's intro this shit.
Yes.
What's up, niggas? What's up, bitches? What's up, niggettes? What's up, little nigglets? Welcome to your mother's favorite podcast. My name is Romeo Bones, and this is Treacherous Jones.
Wagwan.
Yeah.
How you feeling today, man? How was your week, man? How was your weekend, man? How you feeling, man?
I've had a very, very productive week.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just, I'm working a lot. I'm trying to pursue things again in some type of form or capacity. And yeah, I'm just getting shit done, Even today, a little day off. I've been working all day, making shit happen in my mind. How about you?
Pretty much the same. I mean, it's been like, work been working, but they trying to work me, but I gotta work it as much as it works me. Um, but nah, generally kind of catching up with family, taking care of some family things and shit like that. So luckily made enough time to kind of kick it with the homies, watch some of this World Cup shit. Well, what was left of it. Yeah, and that was that. So man, now you know what I mean? We in the dog days of the summer. You know what I mean? So we back to the grind. Back to
Yeah.
LeBron watch. Back to LeBron watch. LeBron wait.
But we are apparently not everybody is. The trash man ain't come around yet. Cause what, Canada's on fire?
Oh yeah. Oh, that's a rough one. Yeah, man. Canada's so on fire. They fucking our shit up, man. They smoking us out. So that was that. Yeah, that was a crazy thing. Cause yeah, what was it? Up here last Thursday, Friday. And the crazy thing is, it was like Wednesday. I went out to go for a run, and I was like, "Yo, it's a little hazy outside, man." So I get like a mile in, and I'm just like, "Yo, this shit is just bad for me, man. I can't breathe. I'm choked out. I'm fucking sweating. I'm coughing and shit like that. My throat is dry. It's like, yo, I don't know what the hell is going on." And then Thursday morning, I get to work, and I'm going to leave the work, and I just smell something outside, and I'm just like, "Is there like a fire or some shit like that?" Like, yo, what's good here? And then I'm looking at like the skyline, and I see the sun, like skyline's just hazy. And I get to work, and I'm like, yo, what the hell is going on? They was like, yo, you ain't heard, dog? I was like, nah, what the fuck's going on here? And they're like, yeah, man, fucking Canada, man, wildfires again. I was like, yo, y'all did that bullshit a couple years ago, man. Y'all niggas, y'all really trying to take us out here, man. Like, it was just a joke, bro. You know what I mean? Like, we're not trying to make you the 51st state. They took that shit personal. They was like, nah, dog, we about to make you the 11th province, yo. Stop playing. So, but yeah, that shit is kind of
I
wild.
thought it was
Man.
all snow up there. That's crazy.
I mean,
I didn't even know snow could burn like that.
they got some green areas up there. But that's the issue though. When they don't get as much snow, or apparently the summers they don't really get as much participation.
Yeah.
Whatever. But nah, yeah, they don't get as much precipitation in the summer. So I guess when it gets hot, like it's been here, shit just dries out, and brush fires galore. You know what I mean?
Word. So, speaking of Canada, would you rather live fucking in like, I guess like the northernmost inhabitable place? Because I was gonna say Alaska, but they got fucking Inuits that live like on the tip of the North Pole, actually, right? Like motherfucking straight up igloo people. And that's higher than Alaska, apparently. Like niggas live on sheets of motherfucking glaciers and shit, So like there's that. Would you rather live there, or would you rather live in like Death Valley, California? And like I'm saying, like make a way, like because the elements is gonna be the elements no matter what. You're gonna have to deal with them.
Man, I'm probably gonna say the cold, man. You know what I mean? Like, because the heat, man, like, there's nothing you can really do about the heat at all. You know what I mean? Like, the heat is.
I mean, electricity is gonna be.
It get to a certain.
Like cold. The thing about cold is like you could layer up, but you can't move freely unless you are burning something. Something's got to be on fire. You got to be doing that to move freely. But same thing with the heat. Like in the heat, you ain't gonna be able to move freely unless you got some electricity just booming. Like you gotta have some air booming somewhere. So you ain't about to
Oh
make
yeah,
it
and I,
more than
I
half a
guess I didn't
day.
actually clarify my question or the question there. Yeah, that's the thing. Do we have like amenities, like you know what I mean, or is it just like you just straight up,
Nigga,
you thugging and
you can't thug in those places without
do I get a
like
hut?
you yeah, you gotta have to have something, right? Like you can't just be exposed to the elements in either one of those places.
Not at all.
Like
Oh man,
like I remember when it was when I
that's the
was
thing. I think
camping and it was
Death
like
Valley, at least with
fucking
its proximity to,
I was gonna say when I was camping and it was like 12 degrees and shit. And like we was out there in 12 degrees, but we was fully fucking, you know what I mean, the whole entire day. There was no not being wrapped up type shit. And then like if you're not on that wrapped up type shit, how long you think you're really gonna be able to be outside for?
was
Because like if I go
yeah, I
back to
was
the
mad.
city,
I'm a
go ahead.
no, my bad. I lost you. Yeah, no, I was the same man. Yeah, I remember like specifically you leaving to go to that trip, and I was just like, yo, you a gangster for that one, bro.
Well, all right.
Because
So
I
the
specifically
city
remember
was
leading up to
cold.
that.
And I remember being in the city. I remember standing outside that day for like 10 minutes and I was like, yo, this is crazy. Even standing outside for 10 minutes is fucking uncomfortable as shit. I'm about to sleep out this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. But I think it's a mental thing, right? Like if you mentally prepared to do some shit, then you gonna do it. But if you not, like if you walk outside and that shit just fuck with you and beat you up and you out there longer than you intend on being out there, yeah, you're gonna get chewed up and spit out. But if you go out there like, yeah, I'm about to survive this shit, I'm about to make the best of this shit, you probably, you probably fare a little bit better, in my opinion.
I guess the key thing was it windy up there or was it just cold as shit? That's the that's the
No, it was bad, bro.
those are
It
things that
was
make
a
a difference.
fucking
It was
mountain,
bad.
man. It was windy as shit. It was horrible.
Uh,
We was just layered,
damn.
You just had to keep your shit on.
Yeah.
It wasn't no like nigga, I had on full coat, full clothes on over my clothes. I had on ski pants. And then after that, I had on like, and I'm saying like with coat, with hat, with like face mask, gloves, all of that. On top of that, I had a fucking fleece blanket around myself the entire time. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, nigga, you gotta make a way.
Yeah, thug it out. Now I remember you was telling me how like you know what I mean like you were drinking beer. You said you cracked a beer. That junk was like freezing as you were
Yeah,
drinking that junk. So
nigga cooked a steak. The blood off of the steak was frozen on the plate as I'm chewing on the steak.
your steak freezing as you were eating that junk. Like you're just like yo, you literally
Yeah,
cut that junk reach
because
your
the
mouth.
wind was crazy. The wind was freezing like a motherfucker.
You got a
But
beef cube and shit.
yeah, but like yeah, I don't know, man. If it was up to me, I'll probably choose the hotter area. Just because I feel like that's what black people it's like meant to be.
Our more of our natural habitat and shit.
Yeah, a little bit. Like we got the natural shit for that. Like if I have to walk out of all of the electricity and all of that shit into an iceberg,
Mm.
I'm not about to make it too far. I'm not about to walk a mile. I don't think I'm gonna make it a mile. But in Death Valley, if I gotta walk out of the air conditioning, hey, look, give me a bottle of water. I'm gonna make it more than a mile, bro. I might fuck around and make it 15, 20 miles. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna pick Death Valley. I'm gonna pick Death Valley.
I guess the only thing is, well, yeah, that's the thing. I guess when I thought about the question before, I was like, with minimal amenities, so I had to figure out food and shit like that. But yeah, if we just living up there, that's a different story. You know what I mean? So
Well, I mean, food. I don't think it's too much food in either one of those places. You're not about
eh,
to go fishing.
I mean, don't niggas go ice fishing?
Yeah, niggas do go ice fishing, but
You know what I
can
mean?
you go ice fishing on an iceberg?
In the glacier, you just cut inside the junk. You go in there, and you get the junk. They
What
may
the
act. They,
fuck are you about to? I don't know what you can catch. Like I really don't. You might fuck around and catch some prehistoric shit.
yeah, I mean, oh, that's a mistake. Isn't that like wasn't there like a movie or something like that that started like that? Like where like a nigga like opened up or ate some shit out of a glacier and like it was like a frozen virus or some shit
I
like that
didn't
that just
I
hadn't been
didn't
around.
hear anything about that, but I saw these people on like TikTok and shit and Instagram going to glaciers and like straight up taking a bottle of water and shit, cracking it
Oh
into it, and then fucking just drinking it straight off the joint. And niggas is like, yo, who's gonna tell her? You know, that type of shit, them type of
yeah,
comments. Like niggas is like, yo, these motherfuckers is hilarious. But I'm like, I'm the one who's dumb. I'm the one looking at it like, what? What's so stupid about her? Like, what she do wrong? Like,
yeah, right.
why she can't drink the
Because
glacier
you
water?
look at
Niggas just
because you look
like
at that.
because that is you still need to filter that shit. That shit is fucking frozen microorganisms. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? That could be bird shit. There's bird shit all over that glacier. Yeah.
I mean, I look at that shit. That shit looks like the fucking like the coolest, most refreshing water I would see. Right? I feel like that junk just got melted. Like this is just freshly melted water here,
You would think that
freshly melted
you would
ice.
think, yeah, but you don't realize that there's a journey that shit went on. You know, like you seen the little fucking mini documentary when we was at school about the water vapor and everything that happens to it, right?
Yeah,
Like that shit was ice, not forever though. It was something before it was ice, right? And then while it was ice, it been ice for a long time, but that don't mean it was unfettered. That don't mean it wasn't no penguins up there fucking on that joint, coming all over that motherfucker. You know what
or
I'm
just
saying?
or just to think it's even worse. Yeah, like that shit was probably pavement water. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, could have been a lot of things unfiltered,
because
man.
you think you fucking pour that shit on the curb, shit dry up, that shit evaporate in the air and shit like that. You know what I mean? You
Well, I
ever
mean, during the evaporation process, it's filtered again, though. You know,
you would think you would think
like,
you out here
like
drinking city streets,
I
city
mean,
street water.
everything's been somewhere, you know. But like, I would think that the evaporation process would clean that shit up a little bit. But like, what happens to it as an iceberg, though? You can't put nothing past that.
Nah, that's
Like
just
that
something.
motherfucker. Yeah, that motherfucker could have dropped off anywhere.
Because don't they say like some of the icebergs and shit like that? These shits kind of migrated eventually. Like they
Yeah,
used to be other places, and
right.
I mean,
That joint could have been 2,000-3,000 years ago, like up around, like, you know, I don't know. I'm trying to think of some dirty places up there, but I can't name enough places up there.
oh, up in up in Canada, North Canada,
Yeah, like
Northern Canada, where they be,
yeah, fucking Nova Scotia,
you
dirty
know,
ass Nova Scotia. Shout out to my Novies.
the other Nova. You know what I mean? Like that's funny. Still haven't been to Canada. I gotta make the trip, man. So gotta do a little more than Niagara Falls, man. So
Does that even count? I mean, I know it's like half and half, but does that count if you go to Niagara Falls? You
kind of
have to
not,
have a,
kind of not. It's like a split. That's like a neutral zone. I feel like you at least gotta make it to like you gotta at least go to Toronto. That's kind of like in there. But even in that, that's like a global city. You got to get like in there.
no, yeah,
Now Vancouver on the other hand, that's another story. You know what I mean? Like that's a
you gotta go somewhere up in French Canada
yeah.
where nobody got teeth.
That's how they giving it up there? They just not just
Yeah, it's that hockey, eh?
hockey, eh? That's why they playing hockey because they don't have teeth. It's not because they play hockey.
Yeah, right. What came first, right? These niggas, you wildin'. This day in history marks the moonwalk. Did you know that? The first moonwalk, 1969.
Really? I thought it was 1987 when it first Michael Jackson moonwalk.
Nah, man. Apparently, some nigga named Neil Brennan, Neil Armstrong, in 1969 became the first person to walk on the moon, followed shortly by Buzz Aldrin during NASA's Apollo 11 mission. You remember that?
Do I remember it? I remember seeing it. You know,
Yeah, that shit crazy. How did that inspire you like as a youth?
um, I don't know. At the time, I mean, I guess every kid went through that stage where they wanted to actually be an astronaut or some shit like that. Um, I guess maybe then you get older and you realize the qualifications to be an astronaut, and you'd be like, you know what? Y'all niggas got that shit. You know what I mean? So,
You'd be able to go
so
in circles really, really fast without throwing up.
well that, but then it's just like, you
I mean,
know,
that's a lot of fitness shit too, but
I mean,
it's
fitness,
all really
education,
composure,
education. Like it's just like conceptually, it just me.
keeping your
It just
resolve.
it seems crazy to me to where like you got to be so qualified. Like you have to be a scientist, an engineer, to be tip top physical condition, and you know what I mean, to be able to fucking fly a plane, let alone a
Oh
spaceship.
yeah, no, you actually have to be mentally stable as well.
Well, that too. So that's the thing. So we take the best specimens of humans and just send these niggas
And
up to space
emotion.
where where they can be like, like you know, we take the best specimens, the very best ones, and we send them up to space and kind of and
Mm,
fucking in soda cans and giant soda cans and just you know, hope for the best.
yeah, that's ironic, isn't it?
Yeah, right. You know, like you know, not like I believe in like eugenics and shit like that, but I don't know. I feel like we should be like and I'm pretty sure they probably NASA and the government, CIA probably has some program where they just cloning all these niggas and shit like that and doing some shit. But I figure they might as well just be like be breeding these niggas, you know what I mean? Like that, you know, not just be sending them off to space. Like if anything, like nigga, you ain't going nowhere, bro. You will just have you in a camp down here, just you know what I mean? Just you know what I mean, knocked
That's
out all day.
interesting. You say you don't believe in eugenics, but we should breed those motherfuckers.
So
That's crazy. Do you think that that's like something that the world needs?
uh more astronauts?
No. Forced breeding.
Force breeding? Nah. Honestly. We got enough of that going on as it is now. Um nah, I don't think we need more of that, nah. Honestly. I feel like niggas need to be getting a little more out of their genetics as it is now. So maybe I don't know. So maybe I may actually retract my point. Yeah, we need more astronauts. We need more niggas, yo. That shit is inspiring. Go to space, kids.
Yeah, I remember Sally Ride. We read her book. You remember her?
Sally Ride.
Yeah, first female at space. That was inspiring. I got accepted into a fucking aeronautics school. They was gonna pay for everything, but my dumb ass, I was too worried about social reasons.
Nah,
Um,
who's the one boy? John Glenn. Wasn't he like the oldest man in space or some shit like that? I remember he was popping for a little bit. I remember that was a big thing.
that's kind of cool to be an old nigga in space. I mean, I wouldn't want to go to space at all. So shout out to them niggas. Would you want to go to space?
Maybe as a passenger. You know what I mean? Like maybe not on no like exploration driving shit. Like you know, like
I mean,
once they kind
I mean,
of
you just
not like
don't like. So you're willing to go, just not be responsible for anything whatsoever.
I mean, honestly, like if it's like a throughway, you know what I mean? Like, you know, like these are like the first, you know, it's kind of, you know, the first person somewhere, the first over the hill type of jaunt, you know what I mean? Like, you know, once y'all get over the hill, kind of figure that out, then, you know, might hit that up, you know what I mean? So,
No, you don't want no fucking smoke, huh? Damn, that's crazy. Nah, see, I wouldn't want to go just simply because whatever there is, even the most, conceptually amazing thing, I don't give a fuck. I don't care to see it. That's all. That's my whole meaning or reasoning behind it. Like, I don't want whatever they got out there. But like, it's not the risk that fucking is knocking me out of it. Like, if it was just the risk that got me, no, I'd be up there in a second. If it was something up there that I was interested in seeing, like if it was a whole bunch of like, big booty hoes with no attachments and no consequences, bro, I'd be up there immediately. Fuck the risk. But yeah, I couldn't. I couldn't conceive anything up there that's worth me going to see it up close.
nah, and I just watched that, John. What was it Project Hail Mary? Um, even in that, you know what I mean? So like that was a whole situation in itself, you know what I mean? Because you had just two motherfuckers lost in well, spoiler alert, two motherfuckers that just happened to be lost in space, linking up with one another, trying to figure the situation out and shit like that. Luckily, the
You know what
alien,
they remind me of?
luck, huh?
You know what they remind me of?
What's that?
This video I saw earlier today of J Mac and Drake singing together, looking lovingly into each other's eyes.
That's pretty much what it was. It was a whole love fest. You know what I mean? Like motherfucker made like, best friends with an alien and shit, which is kind of
Yeah.
cool. I'm just kind of just figuring out like, yo, do you think that's likely though? Like is that a likely course of events? Like is that, but I don't know. That's the thing. I don't necessarily know
It
if there's
happened to
anything.
Drake.
Did
If
it
it could happen to J Mac, it could happen to anybody.
did it really?
Who
I know, I
invited
know.
who? Like, really, think about it. Who invited who? Who wanted? Who seeked out whose company?
But nah, let me see here. Nah, I don't know. Like that's the thing. Like I get the exploration piece, but I guess where we're at in the exploration process, you're probably more part of the engineering and you're kind of building out the infrastructure of everything. And I think the concept of space exploration anyway is like it ain't even just the concept of just going places and exploring. It's just like, yo, we need some shit, yo. We need you to go out there and get some shit. Can you get that for me? You know what I mean? It's always usually like more of a dire thing. I mean, I like to see what the surface of like Venus look like. You know what I mean? Go up to Jupiter, see what that's like. You know what I mean? See if I can kind of just, go into that what's that 24/7 hurricane they got in that John, like the big eye or whatever they got up there.
Yeah.
You know,
They got or the rings of Saturn. Ooh.
you know.
Or the ice up Uranus. Ooh. But nah, there's fucking videos on all that shit on YouTube. You can watch that shit from the comfort of your own home.
Yeah, but these are concept videos. It ain't the same thing.
What the fuck is everybody? This space is nothing but a concept, nigga. That shit ain't
So,
real, nigga. It's not like that shit is like you ain't never going to Saturn. You ain't never going to Jupiter. It's literally just an idea in our heads, our imagination. We can entertain it, but fuck, you know? But fuck. Anyway.
Uranus, icing Uranus. I don't think that's in your imagination. I'm pretty sure that's somebody's reality right now, dog. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? So
That's
kids
also
don't.
on YouTube and other channels as well, depending on what level of intensity you're looking for.
So, folks, don't try this at home. But nah, you are right though. I mean, I guess with the I guess that's kind of my trepidation with the exploration piece though. It's kind of just all you're really doing up there is just moving the camera around. You know what I mean? You're just really just like a overqualified cameraman. You know what I mean? Which is cool. You can kind of go back and be like, "Hey, yo, mom, take a look at this shit." You know what I mean? You back at home. You know what I mean? You ever seen this shit before? All right, yeah, this is the shit that we thought we were seeing, but eh, it's kind of boring when you kind of think of it for the most part. So I don't know. I mean, I think I'm a little bit more intrigued with some of the stuff we have now, but also, you know, what I mean, when you look at like the concept of just the photography of it all, I mean, pictures only give you so much. Like, you ever seen some shit like you've been somewhere? I mean, shit, you go hiking, you go camping all the time. You try to take a picture, and this shit look fly, but I mean, sometimes it's always like like your view is always better than what can always be captured on camera. You know what I mean?
Nigga, always.
You know what I mean? Like,
100% of the time. That's why. That's what makes a photographer a talent or a skill to be practiced, because to recreate the experience is really the magic, right?
yeah,
You can't usually walk away with, experience. You walk away with memories, but you don't walk away with like just a full on goddamn recreation of what you experienced.
yeah. Or even just like capturing, you know what I mean? Capturing the vastness of it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Some shit you just can't do it. It's just like, you probably take a flick and you just being like, all right, well, I got a memory. Maybe this might capture what of like some of what I actually got here, but all this is just a prompt for me to remember this. It ain't it though. I can't like bubble this shit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So,
But how do we get around that then?
I don't know, like kind of like, we're getting there. I got some type of immersive shit. I know they got the whole, what is it? The like the 360 theta boy Johns, where you kind of go and you can kind of take picture video and shit like that. But even an experience with that, you know what I mean, you're still looking at a phone medium, and I'd be damned if I'd be like, just I don't know, VR glasses, trying to remember some shit, having to get a pair of VR glasses just to try to remember some shit like that, just to check pictures. I don't think that shit's there quite yet, but I guess that's the pathway I had to think of it right there. But so, how did we get here? We're talking about the first moonwalk.
Yeah.
Yeah. So shouts out to
Yeah,
Michael Jackson inspiring us all to this day, yo.
man. All right. I think it's a good time for an ad read. Fuck. Jingle played on a xylophone with missing keys. This one's brought to you by Grim Reaper Lawn and Garden Company, Kids Division. Introducing the Little Slicer, a ride-on lawnmower made just for children, because why wait until adulthood to lose a limb? Little Slicer comes in 5 fun colors and 0 safety features. It's got working blades, a top speed your pediatrician will call concerning, and a horn that plays Pop Goes the Weasel right before it. Well, you'll see. We surveyed real kids. Timmy said it goes vroom. Timmy's mom said, "Where is Timmy?" Comes with a coloring book, a juice box, and a pamphlet titled "So Your Child is Missing a Toe," a family guide. Ages 3 and up. Adult supervision recommended. Adult supervision not liable. Little Slicer from Grim Reaper Lawn and Garden Co. Kids Division. Grow up fast or don't grow up at all. Use code TRN for 10% off, or use code TRN for very stern letter from our legal team. Results may vary.
This podcast is also brought to you by us, Treacherous Jones, Romeo Bones. You like us, you love us, you want to see us, you want to be us. Maybe you heard of us, so you want to tell your friends about us. Well, the only way you can do that is if you actually subscribe to our podcast. Anywhere you get your podcasts, Spotify, Amazon podcasts, and then we on YouTube. And then shouts out to Romeo, man. This nigga hooking up to TikTok. So you definitely see our clips there. But yes, thank you. Continue to share this shit with your friends, your real friends, not your fake friends, not those fake ass niggas that's, don't enjoy fun. So let's get back to the show.
Yeah, word. So you want to talk about how these niggas got fired from ESPN or what?
I was thinking about touching on that.
That's
how you
what
went
she
to
said.
how you that's what they said.
Oh yeah, all
so but
we're
but
no longer R wording those. Oh, sorry, I fucked it up.
Oh, whoa,
I was about to say we're no longer R wording her. We're now R wording them.
I mean, they always been R wording him, so that's why
Right.
got fired.
Exactly.
So
nobody ever want to bring up how they R worded us. You know.
I mean, you bring that up, it's always a whole situation.
Yeah, now you want to start essaying stuff.
That's when the motherfuckers get effed.
Mm-hmm.
But that's a whole.
I ain't said a damn thing.
That's a whole other story.
I ain't said a damn thing. Sound like a choice to me. Anyway, so Ryan Clark deserved to get fired. I seen a clip earlier today where this nigga told a nigga, he said, "Hey, look, no disrespect, but I'm about to say something."
That's how you know it's bad.
That sound like the non-player in you. Yo, how the fuck do you say that to a fucking sports commentator, correspondent, journalist?
To a journalist, he said that?
He said that on a fucking television panel.
Now, I mean, I can't not believe it, because I mean,
no, that's him. That's who he is. He's actually a disparaging person. You know what he is? He's a coon.
He's a reverse. Yeah, he's a reverse. I know what you mean by that.
He's a coon, isn't he? You remember when he used to write his tweet? When he used to read his tweets? on Greeny
Nah, I didn't get that. He would read his own tweets on Greeny.
on the Get Up
Oh man, nah,
on the Get Up.
I ain't familiar. I ain't
So
familiar.
the thing is, at first Greeny started reading them because they was funny. They was like hilarious kind of thing. But it was like his vernacular wasn't as easily captured by Mr. Jewface, Mike Greeny, right? So they started getting Ryan to read them because it made more sense. If Ryan's sitting right there, what sense do it make for Mike to read it while Ryan's looking right? You know what I'm saying? Have Ryan read it. So
Yeah.
then to me, that's just him tap dancing in front of a room full of white folks because you know goddamn well he's writing the tweet in order for it to get read on TV. And he's writing the tweet in a certain fashion where the tweet is, like I said, vernacular, filled with vernacular. So yeah, I think that's cooning, in my opinion. One example of it.
I guess that's the thing. And there's a level of like, I know I'm about to get some shit for this, so it is what it is. The performative pro blackness sometimes I feel like sometimes is like can be. I know some people want that lane, right? And I think a lot of times it's like, you know, it's warranted. And I know a lot of times like, you know, like you need that representation and you need, you know, you need niggas to stand up for niggas. But there's a certain level of like it ain't always this battle. Sometimes, man, it's just, you know, sometimes the situation, like sometimes it's just some individuals just got their own battle and their own shit to deal with. And this ain't something that we always need to mobilize the whole movement for a lot of times. And I feel like sometimes that's just one of those things. You know what I mean? So, and you know how you get the new narrative that's out there in these streets where, you know, black people are the new racists. You know what I mean? Like we're the racists now, yo. Just FYI. So we're the biggest these days. But I feel like when some people take their shots and they call their shots and they do things sometimes to where like you said in that moment where he disparaged another reporter, you know what I mean? Because, you know, reporters aren't, you know, who are enthusiasts about the sport. And like last time I checked, he's not a player. He's a former player, but he's an analyst. He's probably more successful as an analyst than he is as a player, but, you know, that's another story. But, you know, you just disparage
I'm glad
people.
you said it. I'm glad you said it.
So, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like, you know, like you kind of have to still give people the respect. And then like, you know, until there's a certain level where you like, you give people the benefit of the doubt until they actually prove you wrong. But I don't know. Like I'm not in those newsrooms. I don't know who's like, you know, I don't know what people are saying behind the scenes and who's saying what or reporting what or, you know, what's coming over in those production notes and whatnot. But I don't know, man. Like for as much as I can like some of the takes he makes sometimes. I mean, he does come off as an asshole. And you know, sometimes, man, you know, there's levels of being an asshole that makes you like how dare I say it, like, you know, like niggas don't want to work with you and be around you. You know what I mean? So, you know, so it gets to a certain point to where it's like, all right, man, like, you know, can we get somebody that people actually like, that people want to spend time with, or does everything always have to be a struggle, controversial? You know what I mean? Like, you know, and I think that's the territory we're getting at now. That's just particularly him. I mean, I didn't see all the other people that got laid off. There were a couple people that was like that had me a little bit surprised, but I was like, damn, that's kind of wild. But him, I'm not surprised. I mean, I got to look up the tweet, but there was some shit that he said a couple months ago. Damn, yeah, the shit that he even said the fucking RG3. Come to think about it, man, that was crazy. I was like, yo,
did it have something to do with RG3's family?
Did he have it say anything about it? I think it was something about like you know, like the whole back and forth about like Angel, you know, fucking, you know, Angel and fucking Caitlyn, you know what I mean? The shit going back and forth. And, you know, it was something about like how, like, you know, like, well, you know, RG3, you know, he wouldn't quite know about the struggles of black women because, like, you know, look at who he's with, who he's laying with, who
He
he's
said that
married
shit on
with.
TV?
Yeah, dog. so, so I was like, damn, bro. So that was just a whole thing. I was like, bro, like that's wild. Like you shot at you, like you didn't just shoot at him, you shot at his wife too, and just shot. You know what I mean? I'm like,
No,
damn,
but you literally you shot at anybody who's associated with a white woman.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
you fucking you drawing right now, bro.
yeah.
Like,
I'm like, damn, bro, like
and
that's
then you're trying to insinuate that you have to be married to a black woman to even be able to speak to this Angel Reese issue. Like the fuck? Yeah, it's
that's
different. That's
yeah,
different. That's ignorant. That's ignorant shit.
yeah, it's just wild. It's just like it's just
That's the ignorant shit we like.
well, somebody like it. That's that shit I don't like. You know what I mean? So, you know,
Sneak dissing. That's that shit I don't like.
you know what I mean? So there's a level of like there, like I said, there's a battle to be fought, and I, there's definitely a conversation that needs to be had about like the not so subtle racism against black women in sports and particularly WNBA, and you know what I mean, like there's a whole conversation, but man, when you muddy the waters with comments and stuff like that, like you kind of, dare I say, you lose the high ground in those conversations and shit like that. You know what I
You
mean?
think there's a
So
racism discussion to be had about the WNBA?
to a certain degree, yeah. You know, we ain't too far. We ain't too far from the Don Imus, the nappy headed hose thing. You know what I mean? So
Honestly, I'm just wondering why all them hoes is gay. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, I want to know how the math did its thing there so much. Like if homosexuality is represented by like who the fuck knows what percentage, how did it become that the WNBA seemed to catch all of them? That nigga was nervous.
Who me? Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn. I'm thinking about that. I'm doing the math. So I'm on my way like 3 places. I'm like, damn. So what percentage of motherfuckers actually, But then I'm like, I don't know. But I guess it's kind of, dare I say, I don't know, man. I feel like it's just a profession type of thing, man. You know what I mean? I think it's just kind of just a trick of the trade, for better word. Or I'll just kind of say like, what's the likelihood of having like, imposing physical build, athletic drive, top 1%, 2% athlete. I don't know. I could kind of see that happen. I can see it there. I can see it there. I mean, outside of it being like some type of fraternity, or I guess in that case, sorority, or what's the gender neutral thing for like for one of those
fraternity.
fraternities?
I think fraternity is gender neutral.
So
I don't know though.
I'm thinking like maybe levels of that there. I mean, what are the likelihood? But I mean, I think that's the.
I mean, I think niggas is gay in athletics generally. Like, I think like it's kind of like modeling. Like, their bodies are like works of art. They all just stand around and admire each other and shit. Slap each other with towels and shit. They all touch each other butt. They all share girls. Yeah, a bunch of gay shit, So I think that shit is like the culture to an extent.
So yeah, I mean, I think that's part of it.
So the women probably, they try to do the same shit, like they walk around acting like the niggas, like.
And then I guess you
grabbing each other titties, smacking each other asses. You know what I'm saying?
You act like a nigga enough, you might be one. You know what I mean? So see what it's like. But then dare I say, what are the niggas doing that we don't know about? You know what I mean? So
I mean, I'm waiting for Dwight Howard to write this tell-all. I'm buying it. Matter of fact, I'm crowdfunding it.
And
like, we need to start taking up a collection for this Dwight Howard tell-all, bro.
I want to see Dwight Howard meet Stephon Diggs. I just want to see how that's gonna work.
That shit gonna be, you gonna get more than you bargained for, buddy. Because like I was looking
my luck, I get assigned an interview. Like, yeah, man, we got an interview for you today, bro. Yeah, you got to interview Dwight Howard and Stephon Diggs. I'm like, yeah, okay. So
see if you get out of that shit alive. Nigga, you ain't short, but you ain't tall enough, bro. You ain't, nigga.
Yeah, you got to go on location. All right, what location? Yeah, man, you got to meet them at.
Nigga, have you ever had to fight a man off of you?
I mean, yeah, I've had a couple tussles. You know what I mean? So off me,
but
not,
was they trying to like?
Not in that context.
They was trying to take you?
Nah, I've not.
Niggas was trying to take you.
I had a motherfucker try to take me out. I ain't never had nobody trying to take that. That's
fight a nigga off you is what I'm saying. Like
that's different. That's different.
When his motives is completely impure, and it's like it's no stopping him.
Yo, dog. Listen. I believe in the Second Amendment, bro. I won't play all that, man. Ain't no stickity dickety over here, man. You know what I mean? So, shouts out to Martin. So,
shouts out to all the gay homies. Y'all did it, so we don't have to. We appreciate y'all sacrifice.
Yeah, sacrifice if you enjoy it. You know what I mean? So, who's sacrificing what? So,
I mean, listen, I'm just trying to give credit where credit is due. Okay.
Yes, credit to be given, not taken. So
exactly,
just like booty dog, just like booty dog.
Exactly. unless we locked up, in which case anything goes.
Nah, even in that, dog, it's it's volunteers, bro.
You don't make the rules. You don't make the rules.
Listen, dog.
They've been around. They've been doing what they've been doing way before you got here.
Listen, dog. My ass, my rules, bro.
All right, but I'm talking about where they at, what they doing over there.
I know, yeah, but
they got a way that they live over there.
I know. Listen, live how they want to live. Just do what you gonna do. Just I need mines. You know what I mean? Let me hold mines. Let me hold mines.
We need to move on to something else. All right, let's go back to the J Mac and Drake thing.
No. We were in not quite. The ESPN shit though. ESPN shit. I just want to bring this up because I'm stealing tweets.
Did Brian Windhorst get fired?
Nah, I don't think Wendy's getting fired. Wendy, I don't think Wendy get paid that much, man. I think Wendy do this shit for the love, bro. I think he volunteering to be over there, bro. So
hey, nigga, all them cheeseburgers ain't paying for themselves.
I mean, hey, paying a nigga with cheeseburgers, that's just a little money. You know what I mean? It ain't too much, man. So
that'd be dope as shit if he actually did accept all of his salary and cheeseburgers. He'd be a legend. They'd be like Wendy the Hamburger strikes again. Like every time this nigga do a spot, he be greasy as shit. It's like, God damn it! Every time Wendy's on the mic, I need a napkin. Yo, that'd be. I mean, it would be the stuff of legend. That's all.
They just have it on deck, just like that'd be cool. Even, I mean, maybe it's just he take less salary. He just put it in his rider. You know what I mean? Just that's just a pre-production packet. You know what I mean? Like just
So you give me 7 burgers, man. I take a little 2% off for you.
Take a little 2% off top. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
But what was a joke somebody made earlier? They were saying, fucking what's the name? ESPN, like, you know what I mean, laying niggas off like they about to hit the second apron and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, so that was funny that they saw that because I mean, I guess
that's funny. But the thing about it is, like, I mean, let's be honest, I guess now. Like, doesn't this shit happen every couple years? They always do this. They clean house and then they pay a whole bunch of people a fraction of what they were paying the previous people, and then they make a bunch of stars again.
Yeah.
Isn't this like literally how it works every time?
Yeah. I mean, I guess that's the big thing now is that, like a lot of like, for, even for a motherfucker like Ryan Clark, you know what I mean? Like ESPN was probably like a nice little chunk of his change, you know what I mean? But I mean, he got his own shit. He got like a lot of these guys are getting let go. They already have their own platforms on the side and everything like that anyway. So, I mean, if anything, ESPN was just a check that kind of gave them a little more exposure just to, in one way or another, kind of get more people to their platforms. But you know what I mean? Like a motherfucker like Ryan Clark, like, like I see more of his stuff, at least most of that, what I come across, at least through the algorithm, I see more of his stuff in his interviews from the Pivot more so than I even see his takes from ESPN. Occasionally I'll see a couple clips here there on YouTube every now and then, whatever, but I usually just see more of his interviews and the stuff that he's talking before. So, I mean, like on his shit. So if anything, I mean, this shit, if it's almost like a rollout for the next season of his shit. You know what I mean? So it's like, oh man, yeah, the Pivot. Oh, this is the big pivot here. I got to pivot off at ESPN. You know what I mean? So, so I mean, shit, like
he been with the company for 11 years. So that if that ain't enough time to establish yourself, yeah.
Or I mean, or you got like Cam, right? They brought Cam Newton. Um, I think Cam Newton started there just last summer, so Cam Newton been there for like a year. But I
Yeah, he
mean,
was
but
there since last August.
you know what I mean? But Cam Newton, he was only there probably what a couple days a week. He was just there on Fridays. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
He
he gonna be
effectively
all right because he actually just signed a multi-year extension, and they laid him off. He getting paid either way.
yeah. So he signed that extension.
He gonna
They
use
laid him
that to
off.
build his YouTube up.
Yeah, and then
He gonna start streaming. Matter of fact,
and then at
on
the end of the
Twitch.
day, his interviews, his show where he interviews people is probably bigger than
Yeah,
you know what I mean. I see more of his clips from his show than I actually see from when he's on First Take. You know what I mean? Or even the Jones was it 4th and 1 or whatever he got. Even
mm.
those Jones, you know what I mean? So so I'm like, I think it's it may hurt in a sense where it's like, damn, all right, man, like these tailored outfits don't pay for themselves, you know what I mean? So because you see how crazy that nigga will dress, and he actually got to tailor all that. Like he
Oh,
can't go
I'm
to the store
sure.
and buy that shit. You know what I mean? Like you
Oh,
got to
I
get that
know.
shit custom. So
I know.
so it
But
was,
I will say that though, like the nigga that they kept, I ain't mad about it because if you think about it, like if LeBron would have did any one of them other niggas shows last year, then those would have been the niggas he kept, or those would have been the niggas that they kept. But LeBron did McAfee, so McAfee was who they kept.
oh, definitely. Well, McAfee. I mean, McAfee is a licensed show. You know what I mean? So he don't even work for ESPN, so to speak. You know what I mean? So that's
Well,
that.
they just bankrolled that nigga.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're trying to give him what 60 a year. So
Yeah,
so
60, 65.
but his shows. I mean, I don't watch it that often, but when I do see it, it's definitely a different type of TV, man. Like man, niggas be cussing on that John. So
Yeah,
you know what I mean? But
yep.
you know what
But
I
it's
mean? But
real though, and I don't
it's
mind it. It's
it's
kind of like
real.
the UFC.
And then it's just, but it's
It's
cool because
brash. It's
great.
extreme.
Yep,
But
and
it's where
great
TV is. It's what we want.
and great guests, and you know what I mean. It's cool. It's fun coverage. You know what I mean. And at the end of the day, it still takes itself seriously enough to give good analysis. You know what I mean. So you know what I mean. So that's the basis of it there. So
Yeah, they definitely beat fucking WIP's analysis. These niggas is literally debating whether LeBron is worth all of the baggage that'll come with him. That's what they out there talking about right now.
and you know how many times we've been having this conversation. You know how many years we've been having this conversation, and leave it to the Negadelphians to keep having this conversation. You know what comes with that baggage? A trophy bag. You want a trophy bag? You know a trophy bag? But that's another story. But it's WIP, man. They don't like nothing. Y'all don't like
Yeah,
nothing.
these D bags, they don't want no trophy
Yeah,
bag.
they don't like nothing, dog. Y'all don't like nothing. But nah, but I don't know. I mean, ESPN is, I don't know. They're in a interesting space right now. Because I mean, like, what are the main shows they have there right now? What is it like? I mean, as far as like their original content, what they got? Pat McAfee. They
They gotta get up.
They gotta get up. They run Stephen A. Smith into the dirt. So they had this motherfucker on TV on making cuts, and he's on his TV what 4 or 5 times a day. so
They got
and they still have NBA countdown with what's the name with Malika Andrews.
Honestly, I don't even know because I watch FS1 more than I watch them niggas.
I was on FS1 for a minute. I don't get around to them too much, to be honest. So
Yeah, I mean, I don't be on TV no more really that much, but if I am, I'm on FS1 more than I'm on them. Like, is Carton on FS1 or is Carton on ESPN?
I think it's like FS1. I could be wrong though.
No, I think it is. I think he is.
Like the occasional day, I'm like, I'm off from work, and I'll just, I'll happen to be home in the morning. I will put on like First Take just to see what's happening, but it's First Take is usually good for like the first 20 minutes, right? You know what I mean? When something happens, you get the first reactions. First Take is like, it's mainly football season, but the issue is that with football season, since they keep firing all the talent that makes the shit interesting, you know what I mean? Like, it's just like, it's kind of like, all right, it was, what are we doing? You know what I mean? Like, you kind of had a situation where you had like, it was cool when you had Shannon Sharp and Stephen A. and they were going back and forth, and occasionally you get a couple other guys, Michael Irvin and these guys come in there and they react to certain points in games, or Cowboys take a like a pivotal loss and stuff like that.
Hey, I just
but-
looked at the schedule, right? I just looked at the schedule for tomorrow.
Mhm.
6 a.m. Sports Center, 7 a.m. Sports Center, 8 a.m. Get Up till 10 a.m. Then apparently there's Little League softball going on all day until 7 p.m., which is baseball tonight. And then at 8 p.m., you got the Detroit Tigers versus the Chicago Cubs. Then you got Sports Center at 11, then Sports Center at 12. And then you got Sports Center all night long up until 4 a.m. when you got the ESPYs re-air. And then at 5, guess what happens? Sports Center.
Sports Center, yeah. Damn. So I feel
These
like they
niggas
shut it
literally have
down.
no shows. These niggas only
Yeah.
got Sports Center and Get Up, bro. That's all
Man,
we
they
got.
they packed it in. They just, ooh,
That's all they got.
damn. That's all they got. Yeah, I guess until the actual sports come back. But damn, that's rough. That's I don't know. This is like approaching like MTV status right now.
And like
You know what I
everybody is online watching and talking about Max Kellerman's podcast. Everybody's online watching and talking about Stephen A. Everybody's online watching and talking about Club Shay Shay. Everybody's online watching and talking about, I mean, I hate to bring it up, Gilbert Arenas' podcast, which was taken over by fucking Skip Bayless. And that shit's over now, which is weird. The Arena, Skip Bayless.
Yeah.
But everybody's watching and talking about everybody that they used to have. And nobody's on their podcast no more. Their podcast. Why do I call them a podcast? Nobody's on their network anymore. And it's fucking
That's
hilarious.
the thing. And does ESPN actually have? I'm pretty sure they have their own podcast, right? You would think so, right?
They got podcasts. They have like a podcast network, like versions of their shows. But they not on the cutting edge of any of that shit either. I don't particularly fuck with ESPN, to be honest with you. I hate the app. Like I said, I watch FS1 over the ESPN shows. I do enjoy Get Up sometimes.
Damn, they got 1, 2, 3, 4. They got 5 podcasts. So they got Pat McAfee show. I guess it's technically
Which
a
is the
podcast.
show. That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying. It's the show.
Yeah. The Mina Kime show.
That's a podcast.
The Hoop Collective. That's a podcast.
I listen to that.
The SV Pod show, and then
Never heard of
they got 30 for 30 podcasts.
Oh, that's the show.
Yeah,
Those are audio.
the audio version, the audio
Yeah,
versions of the
audio
actual 30
versions
for
of the
30.
show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, damn. Yeah, so ESPN, yeah, they packing it in. So I mean, honestly, they probably taking a hit because wasn't ESPN? They were trying to get into betting and shit. They were trying to do like ESPN bet and shit. I don't know. I don't know who told them that was a good idea. That's just,
They might be late.
Well, even man, I don't know. I mean, I don't think it's if you're trying to be like the pinnacle of journalism and or at least sports journalism. I don't necessarily know if it's like appropriate to like also be a betting platform at the same time. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, man.
I guess we'll talk about it. Like, I'm completely opposed to it. I don't think that is like, I think it's fucked up for all these leagues, Vegas, all these big companies, LeBron. I think it's fucked up for everybody to be in bed with everybody. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy conflicts of interest going left and right. But because it's not expressed like specifically in the law and everybody is like floating on the periphery of all of these weird terminology words that we use and all the weird legalese, then they get away with it. Like, it's not betting, it's forecasting. Like, okay, whatever. It's not gambling. It's just like trading stock.
You're trading, you're investing in the future.
Your face.
So
fuck your face. Even stocks are gambling when a certain amount of risk is involved.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I'm completely against that shit. I think it's crazy. I think it's backwards and weird. But who am I? Who am I to have any type of commentary on society, right? So,
I mean, you're right. The issue is that it's just money makes the world go round, man. So guess who's sponsoring all these podcasts that aren't on ESPN anymore? You know what I mean? Guess who's sponsoring all these games? Guess who's sponsoring certain
Bet
bets for these
MGM,
leagues?
Bet 365, FanDuel,
FanDuel, Polymarket,
DraftKings, um,
fucking Kalshi. You know what I mean? Like all these motherfuckers. You know what I mean? So, but because they're tossing around all the
Robinhood. You
bread.
can bet on Robinhood now too.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, right. Fucking what do you call it? The prediction market, whatever shit they got
The
there.
prediction
So,
market.
Yeah, it's weird times, man. Weird times, man. It's you don't really know what to make of it. You know what I mean? So the hardest times ever, man. But you also got niggas just trying to just bet money on everything. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
so,
Yeah. Let's I got a quick question. I don't want to deflect from what we're talking about, because what we're talking about is actually very serious. I just want to lighten the mood for a second. If an alien comes to Earth and he asks, you want to introduce him to music, like what are you showing him?
I'm probably about to put him onto some. I don't know. Let's see, man. I'm probably gonna say like. This might sound gay, but I might put him on some like Tribe Called Quest or some shit like that.
I
Like
promise you, I was guessing that. I thought you was gonna say that. Like when you said probably put him on to some, I could hear Tribe Called Quest in my mind, and I'm like, this nigga gonna say Tribe.
Yeah,
that is gay. That is very gay.
Hey, listen, dog.
Look, my second guess, if you wasn't gonna say Tribe, I thought you was gonna say Queen.
Queen?
Yeah. That was either Tribe or Queen.
Damn, dog, I ain't like that, bro. I just, this is a joke,
Queen
bro.
Queen is fire.
Nah, no, they're legendary, especially when you start getting into they deep cuts. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Nah, that Bohemian Rhapsody. I don't know. That'd be a little odd to saw Alien on the first shot. You know what I mean? That's a little different.
No, because you would fucking him up. Like if you gave him Bohemian Rhapsody as his first song, he would think every other song was like, nah, son. Where the fuck is where's the breakdown? Where's the 2-minute solo at the end of the song?
You know what I mean?
Why aren't they doing the whole barbershop quartet thing? Like, what's up with y'all? Y'all missing so many of the classic elements of a good song. Like he would be completely biased. He would be ruined for music if he showed him Bohemian Rhapsody.
Be like that, or like maybe like some like ridiculous performances, like maybe like some Whitney Houston or some shit like that. You know what I mean? Like some fly shit.
You one more night.
Yo, that song came on the radio the other day. Yo, that's
almost die imagine you there.
Don't walk away from me.
Yeah. I've got nigga.
I was listening to that song like on a system the other day, bro. I was like, yo, this is an amazing song. So you know what I mean? Like I can only imagine like when this shit first dropped, you know what I mean? Because we're kind of catching all the.
Yeah, I know. You can only imagine, nigga. He was alive.
I know it's alive, but we kind of kids. You know what I mean? Like just imagine.
Yeah, but you remember though. You remember.
I remember
how hard that shit was going. You remember your parents watching The Bodyguard. You remember Kevin Costner, and you was like, "What is it about him?" You remember the song. You was singing that shit when it was out. You remember.
That's the thing. The song is really what carried. Because the song is what really carried. You know what I mean? The song.
The movie is definitely not as much of a classic as the song is.
The movie is an interesting concept. I mean, it was cool. I mean, it carried. It was all right. It was all right. You know what I mean?
Something.
That's interesting.
I think Selena was better. I think Selena was a better watch.
Selena was a million times better. So.
But it's like I don't even know why I'm comparing.
Selena's a classic though. I would say that. So.
Oh yeah, yeah. Selena is absolutely a classic. So, all right, let's get back to ESPN.
We're talking about extraterrestrials and ESPN. You know what I mean? So ESP, aliens, SVN.
Well, it was ESPN was getting dark, so I just was like, I want to smile again, and then we can get back to ESPN.
Nah, but it's crazy though. Like now that you actually look at that lineup, I mean, if not for like live sports and shit like that, which they don't,
it's got nothing going on.
It's bad. Yeah, they got 2 shows. It's just kind of crazy. So it's like,
and I mean, so here's my question: like, the people who call games and stuff like that, they don't work for them, right? Like they work for the networks or they work for the league, right? Like the like Mike Breen and shit, and like how Reg and all of them niggas, they be calling the games, and like Kevin Harlan and all of that. Do they work? They work for like NBC themselves, right? Or they work for like, right?
Nah, they're the crew that's hired. So like,
they don't work for ESPN.
Nah, they do. Nah, they do, because what happens is ESPN licenses or gets the license to actually air, the rights to actually air it, and they hire their own team to be able to actually roll it out and actually just be able to.
But they're given that from the league. The league gives them exclusive licensing.
Yes, right. Yeah, right.
And then they
hire their team
definitive.
Yeah,
they make their definitive presentation of the event.
Yeah. So that's kind of halfway, like, the negotiation between the league.
But there's also, there's an audio version of the event as well, which sometimes they have, sometimes they don't. Because that's another definitive. For some reason, that's allowed. Like within the exclusivity, like they'll allow another network to like do the audio or whatever, or they'll have like sometimes WIP will play the audio full on the radio or something of a Phillies game.
Yeah, so like there's the rights to that, like the rights to that in terms of being able to like coverage and stuff like that. So,
but like, so are those niggas that's on there? Are they ESPN's folks too?
No, you know what I mean. So like, so like I think that ESPN has their own guys for their channel, their broadcast, their whatever, you know what I mean, and whatever, I guess, affiliate stations they work with or whatever, you know what I mean. They may figure that out.
What does ESPN even stand for?
That's a good question, actually.
Don't look it up. Let's try guys.
Extraterrestrial Sports Production Network.
All right, entertainment sports, right?
I mean, yeah, because they be doing WWE stuff now too. They got that's crazy.
Entertainment sports. What's the P for?
Production network, I guess, or
Entertainment Sports Production Network. That's a lot. That's stupid. That doesn't warrant 4 fucking letters in your acronym at all.
Entertainment Sports Podcast Network. That's what they should be doing.
What, our shit. Yeah.
That's what they should be doing. But hey, man, listen, I'll take that. We'll take that. Yeah, it has to be entertainment, right?
I would think. This is like extra.
All right, it's killing me.
I gotta look it up. You giving up? Go ahead, go for it.
Do they even have a job?
That shit don't stand for nothing.
Entertainment and Sports Programming Network.
We was right.
Yeah.
Oh, not production. No, programming. We should have said programming.
Entertainment Sports Programming Network. Yeah, ESPN sounds a hell of a lot better.
But that doesn't warrant fucking 4 letters. But that's redundant.
But ESPN, I mean, but that's the thing. But I guess the ESPN as we know it now, like that was the rebrand, right? Because I remember because what was the shit back in like the late 90s, early 2000s, right? It wasn't like ESPN kind of seemed to be like more or less the cutting edge. We were kind of, because I remember like Sports Center was
but that was it.
Yeah, but
another sports network.
I mean, there was something else that was like in the pocket. I felt like ESPN kind of made the, they kind of carried, like, you know what I mean, like.
I don't know, man. I feel like Fox on certain days was just all football, and then but that's it. I like maybe like CBS or whatever when they used to air NFL.
But I remember like old school ESPN, like the top 10 highlights, man. Like that used to be a thing. You know what I mean? Like,
of course.
Like just like Sports Center itself. You know what I mean? Like that shit used to be just a, institution. That used to Sports Center itself used to be a vibe. You know what I mean? Like, you know,
Yeah, that shit dry.
they spamming the shit out of it now, right? You know what I mean? It's just like, like it was just cool coverage. You would just kind of get a lot more of the stat. Like, it's like even back
Nah,
when, like, venturing from sports a little bit, back when ESPN used to have headline news, they used to give you everything in like a half hour and shit like that. But that shit used to be fly because it was just kind of like a wham bam kind of just toss up of just everything that was kind of going on in the world and kind of
well, if
wrapped
I
up
had
in
to
a nice
guess,
little
it
bow.
seems like they're just divesting at this point. Like they realize that they don't have anything, so they're gonna go ahead and just kind of do a rebrand thing, or like a not a rebrand. I guess maybe a rebrand. I can't think of a better word for it, but
Well,
like
I
a
guess.
reset.
Well, I guess that's the pivoting, right? Because I mean, I guess like the audience, the only audience for TV generally is just for the live sports themselves, right? So they're probably trying to. Most of the program is either in the lead up to the game or probably right after the game. A lot of times, you know what I mean? Like, maybe you might get some stuff in the morning. You know what I mean, but most of the first take and get up, most of that stuff is usually most of their eyeballs usually come from like the lobbies of like hospitals and fucking dental offices and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, because most people are usually at work, so I don't see how you're really getting a lot too many eyeballs and people watching this stuff. I
You think
mean,
podcasts took their shine?
definitely. I mean, like definitely to a certain extent, but I think
New
podcasts,
media also.
yeah, but new media, but like it took its own space because like new media is on demand, like it's direct to consumer. You know what I mean? Like ESPN still has its confined. You still got your commercials. You still got your shit. Not to say that new
Yeah, but
media
like
doesn't have its own shit, but
but it's actually ridiculous to even think like with them as much opportunity as they have to be as current as possible and as up to the minute and thought provoking, they don't do any of that.
no, because I think that whole because I think the broadcast prestige and standard. You know what I mean? I think that's the rough part of it there. I think that's the big part of it. You know what I mean? That's the I think that's the issue. It's like it's what makes you, but it's also what keeps you from being able to pivot as flexibly as you should. You know what I mean? Like radio stations, right? You know how often we out here listening to the radio? You know what I mean? Like when last time you listened to Power 99? You know, even Power 99. Power 99 in the morning is Breakfast Club. Breakfast Club literally is like the national fucking for every black
Morning show
market
for black,
that
yeah,
for every black market, right? So, but the
for all the
Breakfast Club,
powers, yeah.
you know what I mean? So, but the Breakfast Club is effectively, I mean, it's a radio show, but it's effectively just a daily morning podcast. And the crazy part is the interviews. The interviews don't even actually go like they only give you
Nobody cares
parts of the
about those.
interviews. The interviews they only do parts of the interviews live. The interviews everybody watches it on on YouTube. You know what I mean? So
Nobody even cares about those shits no more though. They
the
ain't even
interview,
viral no more.
they do numbers though. You know what I mean? So
I mean, they do. Okay, I guess so.
you know what I mean? So
Who am I
depending
to
on
talk?
the guests, they probably getting 500,000. You know what I mean? Occasional controversial guests get a million views, but compared to TV ratings, you lucky if you get like what a couple 100,000. Like that's the thing. You compare TV ratings to YouTube videos, and you just like, damn. You know what I mean? Like
Because
it's
niggas don't look at TV no more like that,
yeah,
and also
yeah,
niggas have the opportunity to change the channel as soon as something come on that they don't like.
yeah. Or like, or there'll be times where like I'll have live TV on, it'll be a movie, and I'll click it on that shit, and the commercial come on, and be like, yo, what the fuck am I doing? No, just fucking go and stream the shit. Just you know what I mean? I go straight to the streaming network and just get that channel. You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, why am I wasting my time getting bombarded by fucking advertisements I'm not getting paid for? You know what I mean? So I think that's one of the bigger issues when it comes to like I guess some of the bigger legacy networks. But it's like the world kind of changing up under you. You know what I mean? Like where like MTV was really big because of music videos. They used to have shows that were geared towards actually showing music videos, but you can go on YouTube and watch any music video anytime you want in the sequence that you want, as often you want. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and then people don't even really watch videos all like that. Last time
You
I seen
know,
a fucking music video was in like a barbershop or some dumb shit like that.
yeah, like I don't even be watching. Like I get surprised sometimes. I see a music video. I'm like, oh shit, I didn't even know they even have a music video for the song.
They shoot videos for songs and still like that's
They,
crazy.
they still shoot videos. Wow, it's like that's the thing, right? Oh damn, what a waste of money. I just like the song. I didn't need a video for the song, but hey, thank you for it though. Nice visuals.
Mm-hmm.
So so that's the thing. Is just I don't know, like like most of these platforms or like most of what's consumed by people is just weird. You know what I mean? So you either like big, major, large scale production, or it's just really kind of just maybe cool, just honest, straight from the muscle stuff that people like and love. You know what I mean? So like a lot of what used to be what everybody was used to in those standards. It ain't quite what you know. What I mean? It ain't there no more. You know. It's,
Strangers in the night.
but I mean, it's kind of funny, like like what happens now. Like I mean, like you see all these channels, like you got like a BET, like they had the BET Awards. Like what's even on BET these days? You know what I mean? Like do they still have 106 in Park? Is that still a thing?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean, but like
I
that's
know.
that's the thing, bro. This is you're talking about shit from like so many years ago. I don't think anybody knows. I don't even think that the generation that they're trying to speak to considers them to be relevant at this point anymore. I think that we have to explain what like 106 in Park is to a 16-year-old. They definitely don't have that shit.
Yeah, no, yeah. That's not even like that. But that's the kind of the funny thing, though, right? Because I felt like when we were coming up, there were certain like cultural historical references or stuff like that that were just like kind of
Yeah, but they
markers.
got that. They got to spend that.
I mean, but you know what I mean, like Hot
They got
97,
6-7.
like Hot 97. You know what I mean, like the
They got their stuff. We just don't know it because we old. I think that's it. Don't be ageist.
No, I'm not.
You know?
I'm not saying being ageist, but you know what I mean. Like Hot 97 was kind of the standard set before us for what was the standard of radio, freestyle, stuff like that. Before you know what I mean. Like like
Yeah.
they have their own stuff. Like I probably say it kind of started more with our generation, where it's just kind of like the generation was more or less, nah, we got our own shit, dog. We're not coming up behind or kind of taking up the mantle of your stuff. We got our own shit here. You know what I mean? So
Yeah. Like
which is
niggas post like little niggas make music and post that shit on their Instagram.
yeah.
You know? So yeah, I'm cool with that. I don't, but I'm perfectly willing to admit I don't know what it is. Like, don't get me wrong, I do listen to some stuff, but I'm not on to all the little niggas and all of that. And but a lot of them little niggas, they put music out just right up on YouTube, just straight up on YouTube. Wherever they think they're gonna get the most views, they just put the fucking music right there.
Yeah. So, and you know what I mean? That's how they do it. You know what I mean? So, but I guess that's the thing of having like how should I say it? Like the centralized institutions that kind of made things. I don't necessarily know if that's really a thing anymore. You know what I mean?
I think
Like we're
it
moving
is
away.
still, but it's decentralized to an extent. Like, you're gonna have more. I think there's probably a little bit more independence that's popping up. Like, even okay, so like if you look at the podcast space, like, all right, sports shit, there's a lot of motherfuckers when there wasn't a lot of motherfuckers before. And a lot of people are actually listening to a lot of the motherfuckers like us. A lot of people are listening to a lot of motherfuckers a little bit bigger than us, but not quite big enough to be on networks and shit. So I think a lot of that attention is being taken away from people like ESPN. So that's why ESPN has to think to themselves. They got to pivot. And then you look at music. Music is similar, but not quite, because music is like a complete machine. But at the same time, they still have to be beholden to the interests and the whims of the youth. So if the youth start a movement, the only thing they can do is just go vulture that shit. But they not starting no youth movements. They're not starting youth movements. That's all they can do is try to get on some shit either after it started or after it's dead and shit. And the youth is actually actively trying to avoid half of these niggas, as far as like, the music industry, because a lot of this youth, they don't give a fuck about the music industry. So I'm talking about musicians.
Yeah. Oh, you mean musicians themselves? I guess. Or?
Yeah, a lot of the musicians, a lot of the young musicians themselves who are just uploading music, who are just making shit for their homies and for their gang and for the bitches in their neighborhood. they don't. A lot of them are not thinking about music labels. A lot of them are not thinking about the music industry as a whole. They don't want what's already established to be a part of their movement.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing. Like it's more of less like a divestiture, like as opposed to the concept of like mass media that we had before, right? You know what I mean? Trying to get on this big
Broadcom,
spaceship, get
Clear
on this big,
Channel,
you know what I mean? Well, even that, but just trying to get on the biggest
Turner.
spaceship or mothership ship and trying to broadcast to the most people. And now it's kind of like, nah, man, you kind of got the niche micro marketing. You know what I mean? Like the concept of like, like, nah, I'm gonna find my own pocket and space and like you said, you know what I mean?
It's healthy though.
Be my
I think
people.
it's like, doesn't that shit happen like in nature a lot of the times? Like the mound grows so big that it topples over, and now you got like 4 or 5 smaller mounds and shit. Like it's regular. Like things grow to a point of instability and unsustainability, and then they got to get broken down, and then as they get broken down, new systems grow up in the wake of it.
Yeah. And then again, then eventually what ends up happening, what happens? The new systems start forming together, create something else big that's just too big, and
Mm-hmm.
then topples over, starts all over again. You know what I mean? So it's a cycle. You know what I mean? So
At
I
least
just
as I've witnessed it, that's something that I can actually attest to.
yeah. So I feel like the cycles kind of. I feel like the cycles are probably a little bit more accelerated to a certain extent, but I feel like that's where we are now. Um, but I don't know. I feel like even like legacy acts. I think that's the only thing that makes it worth it to be on one of these big places. So I guess if I'm an up and coming broadcaster, a sports person that covers sports, I guess it would be cool to go to ESPN. But what is ESPN really just doing, right? They just picking niggas up off the street, the broad clout. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean,
You
I
know,
don't know. I wouldn't know what that entails, but if ESPN came knocking and tried to hire me right now, I could imagine that I would probably regret that shit in like a year or two. I don't know though. Would you take a job from ESPN right now?
depend on the
Yeah,
capacity.
you would. You would.
Depend on the capacity.
You would. You would.
I mean, cover sports the same way.
No. They would make you a producer. They would silence you. Kind of like how like and fucking I told you about the Bull Cliff, who used to be on my favorite Philly sports podcast and now is just a producer on, I guess, the best Philly podcast that's going right now. Philly sports podcast besides us. And then the second example of that would be Lecrae, my nigga Swoop, who I used to listen to. This nigga Swoop ended up getting signed by Lecrae, and now Swoop is his pianist when he on tour and in the studio.
Really? So
Yeah.
he ain't making no music. No.
He his piano man. He's his piano man, bro.
Scott Storch. He Scott Storch, my man.
That nigga, he tucked him in.
Did he at least storch his pockets though? Like, you know what I mean?
I mean,
Like,
he's a professional now. He could go on tour, all types of like he couldn't go on tour before, Before he was just, what I'm saying? I think he might have been working at Kroger at some point, but like, yeah.
hold on. After he got signed, damn, that's crazy. That's crazy.
So basically, like, I'm gonna sign you as a rapper, and I'm gonna put you in a position where you still gotta have a regular job. But then I'm gonna sign you as a pianist, and you're gonna be a professional musician. That's how life works, though. That's a real skill. Piano playing is a real skill. Rapping's just fucking talking shit. Anybody can do that, especially with AI nowadays. But to actually play a piano, that's a real skill. Takes years to develop.
It'd be a law skill. I think that's one of the things. Like, man, I mean, you think it might come back around? You think?
I mean, how many grand pianos you got in a 5-mile radius of you per capita?
Well, per capita, that's another story. So,
all right.
So
like, yeah, it will become a dying art soon.
So
what was your question again?
Nah, well, I guess my one question before that. Well, but within that question is like, yeah, like, do we even think that the new generation even cares about like live instrumentation and shit like that. But yeah, there'll always be a place for
Some
live.
do, of course.
Live, you know what I mean? There'll always be a place for live music, no matter what. You know what I mean?
Like
So,
even in our generation, your and I, my generation, I don't think live instrumentation was the popular thing. I think it was the alternative thing.
It was alternative, but it was respected. It's always respected.
Always respected. And every generation, I think, is respected.
You know what I mean? So
like it's a skill.
It wasn't necessarily the forefront like previous generations where, you know, you couldn't get in the game unless if you didn't even know a fucking instrument, where it's just like, nigga, well, how you even gonna get in this genre? Nigga, what are you bringing in this jam?
I mean, start a doo-wop group. We could dress, we could sing, we could dance. All right, hit it. 1, 2, 3. You know what I'm saying? Wahoo. You know what I'm saying? You got hit with the wahoo. You got hit with that, John. You know what I'm saying?
Hit the
do
do do do do do do Say, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Tritch, and I'm chilling with my man. His name is Romeo. Last name Bones, and it ain't just his last name. He does it, and your lady Bones like, oh. Welcome to the Tritch and Romeo show.
Yo. All right. That's it. Everybody gonna be like, yeah, these niggas is on acid.
Not yet.
Hey, listen, if you ain't having fun with what you're doing, fuck you and suck dick.
Not yet. Y'all have to pay for that episode. So,
I wanted to give a little bit of what do you call it? Experimental launching of sorts. I wanted to go for an episode of Slang Dictionary. Knock it out right here. You okay with that? 30 seconds real quick.
Slang Dictionary. All right, cool.
Yeah. So this is going to be an addition to Slang Dictionary, just a small segment I'm trying to introduce right now. The word of today is bone, ironically.
Bone.
Bone is a verb. It means to fuck vigorously. Here are some examples. Man, I can't wait till I get off work. I'm going to go home and just straight bone. Second example. Hey, shorty, what's your name? Let's bone. Origin? Unknown.
Origin?
Hope I told y'all something now.
What was it? From the slang of erection, called a boner, you know? So
okay.
So you're giving your boner, therefore you're boning.
Okay. Or it's kind of like insertion of the bone. You boning something. You're like you were at first you were deboned, but then I boned you. Now you got structure in your life.
You know what I mean?
You could stand up straight.
Exactly. Boneless, the bone in. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. How you like your chickens?
You need the structure. That's actually a beautiful callback to an old radio show. That's Fox Sports though. You need the structure. All right.
Speaking of which, man, those are some nice sneaker structures. I want to get a pair of those. I saw a colorway else in the Nike store.
Word. They are good. They are good shoes. So did you see Tate going back to jail for white women?
Man, yeah, in the UK too.
Got a license.
Man,
got a license.
But you know, but all right, my cynicism, man. You know,
God. I should have known you had fucking feelings about this dumbass red pill shit.
My cynicism
triggers you been all episode. Go ahead.
My cynicism is more or less like it's been kind of quiet. You know what I mean? He ain't really been getting that much action or anything like that lately. So I feel like, you know, these charges be there, man. I feel like, you know, it's happens once, it happen again, man. I feel like
he said this. I feel like you just said. He said that. He said, "Oh yeah, you're gonna come at me and besmirch my name and cost me money and fucking fuck my life up for a little bit, but 2 years, I'm gonna be fucking bigger and badder from this than I ever was fucking before. Once this shit is over, I'm gonna be even more dangerous, motherfuckers. So yeah, you one of them. You preaching his word.
I mean, I'm not. I mean, my big thing is more or less like, my question is more or less is, is he paying
I
for these
should have did it.
allegations?
If I would have did the accent, I think I would have had a solid impression.
So is he
You
is he
motherfuckers. Sorry, go ahead.
You know what I mean? So that's my question is like, yo, is he paying for these allegations? Like, you know what I mean? Like, is this, because at the end
No,
of the day,
you ain't never hear him go on different podcasts and say how he like went to Romania to get these women and like put them in houses and like pay them with drugs and then like have them like jerking off in front of cameras and shit. And then like when they finally go and ask for money and shit, he'd be like, no, bitch, you can't leave. Type shit.
nah, I've heard him say that. I mean, I've heard him say. I mean, like
That's self-incriminating. Fuck.
which is crazy because like R. Kelly went to jail for something very less than that, but that's a whole other story there. But
R. Kelly wasn't even exploiting the bitches.
if anything, he was exploiting his pockets. But
yeah, he was just letting them exploit him.
But in his case though, I don't know, man. It's always something with these guys, man. It's just it's just always in some trouble, man. You know what I mean? So
you talking about light skinned niggas?
Well, not all of them. Not all of them. Not all
these
dual
citizenship.
This those guys particularly, the Tates
twins.
The Tates them.
Oh, the Tate twins.
The Tates them. You know what I mean?
The Tates them.
The Tates them. You know what I mean? So it's always something. And it ain't
what's wrong with the Tates them?
I wouldn't even say it's really even Tristan. It's really just Andrew. But then again, Tristan
by extension, right, hard as shit. I don't think Andrew have half the confidence to do most of the shit unless he had Tristan enabling him in the background. Like on some real shit, I could be Andrew Tate if it wasn't for a nigga like you. You won't ride like Tristan. That's the only reason I'm not fucking top G right now. Because you not Tristan. You know what I'm saying?
What you mean?
Like you don't let me blindly just walk into fucking war. You don't let me just jump off of cliffs and out of windows left and right. If you did, who knows what will happen? But the fact is, I'm not top G because you're not Tristan. That's all I'm getting at.
I mean,
now, don't get me wrong. I think if you would have let me do that, we would have gone to jail multiple occasions in different countries. That's true. I believe that. But I also believe I will be top G.
I mean,
whatever comes with that. I might be balding. I might be on drugs. I might be taking testosterone when I'm not right now. All of those things might be negatives, but
what type of top G you want to be? That's all I'm saying.
It's not about what I want. I'm just talking about. It's not about what I've learned that in life. It's never been about what I want. Okay, I'm just saying that this would probably be the eventual circumstance. If you was riding like Tristan was riding, I would be top G. We would have been arrested in numerous countries on numerous occasions. We would probably be pimping together internationally and rich as fuck, but with various cases and,
allegations.
And receding hairlines from a lot more stress. That's all I'm saying.
Allegations. Well,
cases is cases.
Yeah.
Cases is cases.
Well, but you know me, man. I'm more of a slider than a rider. You know what I mean? So that's another story.
That's sound like you not bottom G, you top G.
Nah. Listen.
I'm just trying to translate what you were saying in the context of the conversation.
This is a whole different conversation. Now I guess this is another question. Yeah, audience, man. What's the difference between sliding and riding for your homie, yo?
Well, you slide is you get back. If you ride and you actually in the passenger seat and you going down this dark without asking too many questions. Right? Like sliding is like, sliding is what I did for Bryant, right? In math class in 10th grade. Nigga Paul was like, yo, I'm gonna fuck. Was it Paul? Yeah, he was like, yo, I'm gonna fuck Brian up. That nigga stole something from me. He was like, I'm gonna punch him in his fucking face. And I'm sitting there looking at him. Like, he's not talking to me. He's talking to niggas right in front of me, though. And I'm sitting there looking at him the whole time. Like, do he know this is my friend? And he like, yeah, I'm gonna fucking punch him in his face. Wait, as soon as he come in the room, I'm gonna fucking punch him in the face. Right? I'm sitting right there. Brian walks in the room. This nigga Paul get up and go, "Hey yo, you stole from me. Yeah, you stole from me. Remember that shit you stole from me?" And Brian's like, "I don't know what you're talking about." I got up and punched Paul in the back of the fucking head. Sucker punched the shit out of him. Nigga had no chance, bro. Nigga turned around like, "What the fuck?" Yeah, I was like, "Yeah, nigga. Yeah, nigga." Yeah. So that's sliding. That's sliding, right? That's more than riding.
So sometimes you gotta slide, you know what I mean? So sometimes you know, riding's a little bit better than sliding, because man, when you ride, you allow yourself to get caught up in situations, but when you slide, you know what I mean, you see the situations as they happen, and you just kind of nip that shit in the bud. You know what I mean? Snip, snip.
I mean, either you could get in trouble or you can make the trouble. Which one would you rather do?
Or you can eat the trouble. You can eat the beef.
Yeah,
You got beef.
I'm a troublemaker, not a trouble taker, nigga.
I'm giving trouble out here.
All this sound like some old shit my uncle would say. Like,
I'm a troublemaker, not a trouble taker.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Yo. Next time I get into it with some random person, I'm be like, "Yo, bro, I ain't no troublemaker, dog. I'm a trouble taker, dog. So, I'm no trouble taker. I'm a troublemaker. So let's make something happen."
See, we don't even know because it sounded tough when you said it. When you said it, I was like, "Damn, that might be the right way." Like, I don't really know the order.
That's just, I don't know, man. It's just weird. Maybe I'm just not mature enough, but it just all just sounds sus to me. You know what I mean? Like,
takes a nigga aback. Why is you taking niggas backs, nigga?
Yeah, for real. I'm taking.
So you want his backpack, nigga? He ain't asked for that.
It's an affront to me, nigga. You in front of me,
nigga. Why you so close, nigga? It's an affront.
Oh man.
Oh, are they paying her for all that frontal? All right.
Oh,
so
man.
you said you was gonna say this, and I gotta hold you to it. It's my job, right? It's my job to hold you to it. Top G talking to Tristan right now, bro.
Okay.
You said, is it gay if you smash Elliot? Elliot, what's her face?
Paige.
If you smash Elliot, what's her face? Is that gay?
Technically, no. Figuratively,
who is the technician that we're appealing to?
I don't know, because that's the thing, man. This is like the weird age old question. Like, would you rather eat like shit flavored pudding or pudding flavored shit?
It's interesting. One can kill you. Go with the one that's not gonna kill me. That makes sense.
So you know what I mean? So that's the technician with it. Well, you know, damn.
So I'm the technician.
Yeah.
So, I'm the fucking technician. Okay, so the question is, okay, so technically, does she have a man piece?
I don't know if they can make
a man piece.
I don't think they can make those yet.
They can make them.
Nah, they're not. Nah, not the real junk though.
No, they can make it.
Like, I mean, I know they can 3D print the junk, but
they can superimpose them Jones like Black Israelites.
Ooh, so that's a different story though, because now now we get
they're not fucking dysfunctional, as you know what I mean, but they can make them a little floppy. You know what I'm saying
that's a whole different story there. Then yeah, dog, it is, yo. You are what?
It is
Mo, because if because like, are you sliding or
he got
it on?
He got a
because at the end of the day, you gotta see you start getting these questions. Like, I don't know who makes these decisions when the man's them get together, but who's doing what to win, the who to what, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Who gonna give him that? I like, if I give him that. Hey, all right. But
You
if they
just
wear,
need-
but if I'm wearing the, but if they wearing the, you know what I mean, the give you gotcha while I'm giving that, that's different. That's
you
something.
just I know exactly what I'm gonna say. Take a moment. I'm gonna be right back.
All right. You know what I mean? I'm just thinking like, if the man's them or the man's them gal them is holding the ting, but you decide to get a ting to the ting who wearing the ting as they giving a ting, but the ting's there. What does that do? What is it there for? What? What? Oh. Oh, are you talking to me? Oh.
I was mentally prepared to come back in this joint and be like, all right, so you had just gave me an interesting angle. And then I was like, nigga, pause. So, all right. So you're like the way that you proposed it got my mind working in a certain direction, right?
Yeah, so like now like at first I did actually have I was very definitive in what I was saying, but now I'm like, hold on, man, this is kind of crazy, dog. This is, when you think about this, it's a weird concept, man. This is
I think Jesus said anything could be redeemed. So let me go where I'm going right now.
okay.
All
Okay.
right. Well, look, if it's not gay, no matter what, no matter how you slice it, no matter how you slice it, no matter what type of fucking procedures or I'm trying not to use words with negative connotation, my nigga. No matter what type of process that Elliot, Juno, as I like to refer to them, as I like to remember them, Juno. But then again, wasn't Juno like underage or something like that? So I think that might even be pretty, or whatever. Who gives a
Well,
fuck?
well,
right?
no, it was a story about underage pregnancy, but she got pregnant by somebody that was underage. They're the same age, so
No, cool, yeah, but I'm not gonna be like, yeah, I like to affectionately fucking remember as Juno.
How about
You
this
know what I
Kitty
mean?
Pryde? You know what I mean? From
That's
X-Men.
okay.
Let's
I don't know
leave it
what that
there.
is though.
Let's
That's the
leave it
thing. I
there.
never seen that.
Let's just say
But-
from X-Men. Just say from X-Men. There we go.
Okay, so the person from X-Men, right? Like, it's not, like I said, I started off by saying it's not gay no matter how you slice it. Whatever process that a person may have underwent or may not have underwent, whatever it is, they still what they is. They was built like how they was built. They still built how they built, right? And that's slender and soft and petite. You know what I'm saying? And me personally, I'm into that.
That's enough. That's enough.
I'm into that. Yeah. So I don't care whether it's gay or not, nigga. I'm with it. That's my answer. That's my answer. I don't give a fuck what the whole world say, nigga. Elliot, bring that ass, nigga. I show you some shit, my nigga.
I don't need no technician. I don't need no technician. I'm the technician. I'm the mechanic.
I'm the technician.
Is that what you said?
I don't need no definitions. I'm Webster, bitch. Yes. I will fix your gear. I am the mechanic. I am the technician. I play by my rules. I make the rules. Everybody else plays by my rules. In my mind.
Romeo Bones.
Yeah, I know. Your face says, damn. Romeo Bones.
Romeo Bones, folks.
Yeah. So there you go. We swam out of that cave. Dug ourselves out of that fucking hole.
Or did we?
You were trying to get us canceled, nigga.
Was I?
Nigga, I would fuck the shit out of that nigga, bro. You was about to get us canceled.
How?
You lucky you got a nigga like me. It's gonna take the bullet. Lay down on the fucking grenade for everybody.
Oh, I thought you wanted to lay on the sword.
That's pause. Not falling on no sword, nigga. Fall on Elliot's sword, nigga.
I mean, that's the thing.
Sword in the Odyssey, Elliot got a sword in the Odyssey.
Ah, man. All right, spoiler alert. all that fucking controversy for nothing, man. That motherfucker got killed in the first 5 minutes of the movie, dog. It's crazy. It's crazy, dog. It's crazy.
I mean,
man.
how you expect to walk around with gladiators like fucking 5'2", nigga? That's not how it's supposed to be, nigga. You wasn't gonna last that long, nigga. You lucky you made it to 18. You was the runt of the lyric, clearly.
Oh man,
you lucky they even gave you some titty milk when you was 6, 4, 5, 3.
That's the crazy thing. I mean, that's the wild thing about the. I'll just say about the, because I guess I could probably do a review a little later about it, but nah, yeah, the motherfuckers that actually had dealt with all the fucking the online abuse and the lead up to the movie, the characters did the worst in the story. So it was just like, damn, motherfuckers got double views. So
you
it's
think
kind of
Nolan
crazy.
was like, you think Nolan saw all the tweets and was like, all right, guys, back to the still. We need to make some revisions. And just killed everybody off just to fucking please the audience, to please this white trash fucking detractors.
Nah, but I think it was selective use of the characters though. I think it was kind of one of those things where if
you think he was trying to be ironical,
it wasn't really ironical, but but it's kind of funny. I think about Elliot in the
I'm sorry,
real
I
depth
know,
in the real
I know
depth of
niggas
being
believe in me sometimes. Ironical is not a word. I don't want you to go around saying that shit to other people.
I don't use that word.
All right, cool. I got that shit from George W. Bush.
So
I quote George W. Bush on a regular basis, and that shit be flying. You'd be surprised.
I mean,
I said that shit the other day. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice,
you're not
just don't fool me again.
Man, see, I thought the guy we got now is bad, man. So that's where it started, man. So, but that's another.
Can
story.
we please go and look at George W. Bush's paintings?
We need to see.
I want you to finish your point, though.
Yeah, but but in regards to Elliot, in terms of just being a true thespian, that's just a whole different story within itself. Really good performance though. I dug the performance in terms of like the character that they were, into being like semi-pivotal, into being like a really good payoff in the end. So
I really actually think he's a he, and I think he's I think it's offensive if we keep doing the they thing.
Hey, to each their own. You know what I mean? So
to each his own is actually the way that that's the actual quote, right?
Yeah.
How you going to change the quote for the terms of the context, but it's still fucking whatever. The original would have fit.
See, you told me I was about to get canceled, and then I say
no,
like,
you're about to get us canceled.
I was about to get me canceled.
You can't get canceled. You light skin.
Yeah, tell that to Andrew Tate and his brother.
They not canceled. They just in jail. I told you, he's gonna come back 2 years from now stronger and richer.
And I see a world where this motherfucker is gonna end up being a fucking PM of fucking the UK, and then we're really gonna be idiocracy then. So,
son, he got people in high places that really give a fuck about him. So, I mean, I don't know if what you're saying is very far fetched at all. Are you pulling up George W. Bush's paintings?
Now I am, yes. So.
You looked intrigued, and I was like, "Oh, what's got his fucking interest?"
Nah, just the idea of the top G being top
PM, top G being top G.
Yeah,
I think that Tony Blair could only dream of being top G.
Yo, get out of here, bro.
What?
Are you kidding me?
What? Oh, you talking about the paintings?
Yeah, I saw these Johns. I'm like,
that nigga surprising you, ain't he?
Let's see, I was taken aback.
Who back were you taking, nigga? Did they consent?
Bro, does it matter after what you just said, man? So
no, she wanted
everybody on our radar now.
I mean, he want me like I want him. My bad.
Oh man. My man, what he loving some stages, yo.
Are you going to share the shit?
I'm trying to actually. I just don't know what the hell I just did.
I'm trying to
actually
go to
I'm trying to I'm trying to. Yeah, I'm talking to you about you. Yeah, my bad. I'm staring straight. I'm staring straight into the camera, looking at that like, yeah, this nigga love him some stages.
You love him some Sage. Is
Yo,
this nigga
nah, yo,
talking?
this John is killing me because my man got like this oil paint and a Putin right here. Actually, though, this John's kind of
And it looked good though.
that's
It
the first one that
captures
sent.
him.
That's the one that sent me right there. But I'm trying to get.
That
I'm trying
joint
to
look
get
kind of
more
goofy.
there.
I ain't gonna lie, it look kind of goofy, but
I'm trying
it's
to get
supposed to look that way.
that John is.
That joint look dark, don't it? Don't it look desolate like the fucking Russian front?
He did that in like 2013. So I'm trying to
Yeah.
get. I'm trying to find the gallery of like all of his Johns.
If you go to, I think he got a bunch of it on his IG.
Yeah, see, I see his presidential library. So this these actually kind of good here. Actually, I can't even hold you.
I
Force
know.
of Courage. These are all right. So this is 2017.
And he obviously he added those to the presidential library when fucking Barack was in the house.
Events, exhibits. Oh, this is just his stuff here.
Nah, that can't all be his shit.
Nah, this
go,
ain't
back
all
up. Go back up to the left, right there. Down.
down.
Right there, where their American flag is.
Oh, this one.
Scroll
Nah,
down.
he ain't
See
got
that?
that.
No, scroll down.
Nah, those are images.
Oh, I just saw his name. I ain't gonna.
Yeah, nah, those are images of actual people there.
Oh, okay.
All right, so we're gonna have to just go to images here.
That self-portrait, you see that self-portrait of him? Don't he look like such a dunce in his own eyes? Did you see that, John?
It's a good jump. It's not bad.
Which one? Which one are you talking about?
This one here. What the hell? Garden and Gun. What in America is this? This John here. All the people they got in the background. That's actually pretty nice.
Oh yeah, that John fly. That's for the truth.
And I'm gonna have the picture book here. All right.
I don't think I could see because it looked like you ain't scrolling, but
all right, let me see here. Oh, you know what? Actually, it kind of stop sharing. Let me share it out to John. Here we go.
So like a lot of people be thinking like because you might embrace one quality or one aspect of a world leader's character that you're embracing that world leader, and therefore that makes you a fucking Trumper, right? Can we speak to that right now as we appreciate George W. Bush's works of art?
I mean, it's one thing to like the art and not the artist. You know what I mean? You know, we can listen to art. We can
bump some R. Kelly.
Yeah, well, I was gonna go there, right? We can listen to some R. Kelly and
raise our kids, right?
Not like Robert. You know what I mean? We can listen to R. Kelly and not like Robert. So
can we watch the Cosby Show and not like Bill?
I mean, I don't think I ever really liked Bill like that to begin with, to be honest. So
you ain't never liked the Cosby Show?
I like the show. I ain't like that nigga.
Why ain't like that nigga?
I mean, you know why?
Do I? You guys went to the same school. I don't know why.
Did he go to my school, or did he just get a graduate? Did he just get an honorary jump from my school? You know what I mean? So that's just, you know.
God, see, now I'm pissed because I just told this story. Did I tell it to you?
Nah.
All right. So I was working at the University of Penn in the year 2013 when he gave their commencement speech. And I was the person who was in charge of getting his check to the person who handed it to him. So the person who wrote the check up handed it to me to hand to the person to hand to him. I looked at that check. That was a $30K check. At that time, I was making $30K a year, and he never went to Penn, nigga. So I'm actively showing up every day working for Penn. Got my Penn ID. You know what I'm saying? Eating lunch in the motherfucking cafeteria. And this nigga comes and is like, yo, good luck, niggas. And he get 30K. He get my whole yearly salary from fucking 14-minute goddamn talk.
Did he tell you to pull up your pants? Did he tell you to tighten up your tie?
Nah, he said sex is better whenever you get to do whatever you want. He said, come first, nigga, come only. So no, like the whole thing is you really hold that against him?
What
his conservatism at the time, the things that he was saying to the black youth at the time.
I mean, like, it was,
you know, you little niggas ain't got no respect. Y'all wasn't raised right. Y'all don't know how to address people. You need to pull your pants up, cut your hair, get a job.
Well, I know it's performative, but yeah, I think there's a level of speaking for and speaking to, you know what I mean, or speaking against, you know.
Well, you know, can I say something? And I will say, I really never took that shit personal, and I never took that shit no certain type of way, because I always considered him to be somebody who contributed to the culture. So I felt like that as he contributed to the culture in a specific ass sense too, like a very positive sense, he contributed to the culture. I felt like he actually had the right to speak to the culture in that way, right? Because he poured into the culture and he dedicated a lot to it. He portrayed a black family on TV with a doctor father and a lawyer mother, with fucking 5-6 kids living in fucking a old townhouse in Brooklyn, paying their bills on time, where everybody was educated. The fucking oldest daughter became a lawyer, followed in her mother's footsteps. The next daughter, she fucked off and became a model somewhere, but she went to go find herself or whatever. But then, Ill was always a good dude. He grew up to be a fucking like a social worker, like youth kind of counselor kind of guy. Like everybody was good. So he gave us that. He gave us an alternative to what it was we probably was seeing around us, at least, for me.
It's a positive performance, a positive image of black people.
This is something that I was building up to that I know you can't necessarily relate to, only in the sense that I probably assume that you haven't really taken in this form of media. But Eddie Murphy, one of his first stand-ups, actually, he only has 2, so it was either his first or not. And his first stand-up, he was talking about how he was telling jokes, and Bill Cosby called him after he heard one of his performances. He said, Bill Cosby called me. And Eddie Murphy does a hell of a Bill Cosby impression. So he said, Eddie, my son, he said, use these words in your show. Your show, it was great, but the words that you use, Eddie, you didn't have to use those particular words. And he was like, what words are you talking about, Bill? He was like, what words are you talking about? He was like, those words, Eddie, those words. You don't have to use the words. He said, well, tell me, what words are you talking about, Eddie? He said, fuck, Eddie. You didn't have to say fuck, Eddie. Yeah, I thought that was... So Bill's always been that way. I mean, since he was a younger guy, and that fits his character, and it doesn't surprise me. And when people are being themselves, as we spoke about on numerous occasions in various contexts, you can only respect it.
I can respect it. I don't have to like it. I don't gotta like it. I don't gotta love it. You know what I mean? I don't hate the ball. I appreciate the ball.
You ain't gotta love it. But I do. I do. Like I said, that's who he's been. So like,
yeah, nah.
I mean, like nothing less, nothing more.
You know what I mean? Not like there's a time, place for respectability politics and stuff like that. And I've heard enough of the people that use cuss words as a undeveloped vocabulary type of shit, and that shit, that type of stuff.
I like the effect of it though.
Yeah, what I mean? So it's like,
I'm not vocabulary. These niggas can suck a dick if they think I ain't gonna tell them to suck a dick.
He's like, yeah, it's a mind that doesn't have a vocabulary, a mind that doesn't know how to express itself. No, I'm actually expressing myself. So when I tell you to suck my dick, I'm telling you to suck my dick. So I'm not meaning it figuratively, like literally. I mean it figuratively. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's a command.
So, but let me stop. But yeah, so that's those things there. But yeah, separating art from the artist, you know what I mean? So, a man can paint, a man can make music, a man can tell jokes.
I didn't tell that joke correctly, just so we're on the same page. But I did my best.
Nah, actually, I gotta go back to that, man. I gotta give that wasn't Raw, was it? Was that Raw?
I'm not sure. I think it was Delirious, but it could,
Yeah.
if it wasn't Delirious, it was Raw. But either way,
I
because he was
gotta
like Phil Flarn. Phil Flarn. He was like
I,
Phil Flarn. I never said Phil Flarn. What are you talking about?
I gotta give those two the good watch because I'm like I just kind of just like in my mind I'm kind of thinking like man, because you know how Netflix be giving like Dave the bag, they gave Chris the bag, and I know they gave Eddie a lot of money. I was like, yo, would Eddie load up for one more? But I don't think Eddie would do it anymore. I don't think he would.
I don't. It depends. Shit. Shane Gillis. Fuck. We haven't talked about that.
Yeah.
I think Shane Gillis might have changed the game for a lot of people. I think Eddie, if he wasn't going to do it before, I think he's given consideration to it now. Because I think a lot of comedians have been talking bullshit, like have been given this bullshit ass narrative about how it ain't no money in the game no more, and how all of them are getting the only way that they could get their money is from these weird ass Netflix specials or to be given like a TV deal or a podcast deal. But Shane literally just sold out the link, made a bunch of goddamn bread, like millions of dollars. Do you know how to do math? So like, how many seats the link got in it?
About 60, 70.
40. So you think it got 70K?
I was
about to say 49. I was about to say 49. Alexa, how many seats does Lincoln Financial Center have?
Lincoln Financial Field seats about 67,594
Good job.
fans.
67,594. Good job, my nigga. So 67,594. I mean, you got to take out a couple of seats for the, stage.
Yeah, you got to put the stage and stuff like that.
Down. Yeah, all of that. But 60K times, let's say $50 tickets.
Yeah, 50 ahead.
50 ahead.
Because if you count in nosebleeds and down, what I mean, you're not charging everybody the same price, but the average price, you know what I mean? Probably let's say you do 50.
That's $3 million, my nigga, off the top of my head.
That's good business right there.
That's not bad for a night.
That's not bad.
That's not bad for 2 hours, real quick.
Not bad at all. Not bad at all.
That's a lick.
You probably got to kick out probably a good. That ain't all profit.
You gotta kick out $1 million.
Yeah,
you kicking out $1 million. You kicking out $1 million. You ain't walking away with 2. You're not walking away with a whole 2.
Yeah,
but you walking away with more than 1, nigga.
Yeah, so you did it. You know what I mean? That's a good one right there. That's a good one. Nothing wrong with that.
That's a lick, bro.
I mean, he did that.
Conservative. You ain't even thinking about box seats. You ain't thinking about VIP. You ain't thinking about meet and greets. You ain't thinking about none of that shit. Merch.
Floor seats.
None of that shit. Yeah. So that nigga hit $2 million that night. He hit at least $2 million that night.
Streaming rights.
Personal.
You know what I mean? So somebody pay.
God. Distribution rights. Oh my God. Streaming and distribution. Yeah, bro. He hit. Yeah. So if it's something to bring a nigga like Eddie out of retirement, I think that Eddie's sitting somewhere right now like shit.
Yeah, because I know I know.
Where would they go see me at?
Because Dave Chappelle, I mean, Netflix gave him. He gave him 2 specials.
150, I think.
Well, overall, yeah, because his first 2 specials they gave him 40. So,
yeah.
But he gave him the point, but like he technically gave him 3 because he had another joint he did on his own that he gave them. Then he did a live jump for them, and then he came back and did another one.
Right.
Then I guess they pretty much give him. He's pretty much getting like 30, 40 for for each jaunt. I know Chris Rock got like 40 for 2. I know Eddie did a bunch of. He did a handful of movies for Netflix. You know what I mean? So
yeah, but that's like movies. I think movies. I don't know. I have to ask Eddie
because I don't know if they give like an all-encompassing deal where it's like, yo man, we'll give you 100. Just give us a couple movies and then just eventually give us one stand-up. You know what I mean? But the only thing is, it ain't
because the movies, the way that the payout is, like they need to advance that shit, and then like we're not expecting box office smashes, so it's really about making something with a reasonable enough budget.
Yeah, well, that's the thing because for
Netflix, trusting him to do that.
For Netflix, this is straight to Netflix jaunt though. You know what I mean? So
no, absolutely.
He had 2 jaunts on Netflix so far. I think it was maybe 3.
I watched him. He was 3. I watched
the
him.
documentary because he had those.
He might have even had more because I watched 3.
Because I watched the Dolomite John, which I actually liked. I like the Dolomite movie.
I watched the John with his daughter where they was heisting niggas with Keke Palmer.
Oh yeah, because he gave him what's the name?
Keke Palmer, Dave, whatever.
What was it? What was that?
Or Pete Davidson.
Oh, that was a different John because I'm thinking about the he did the other Beverly Hills Cop. So
He did the other Beverly Hills Cop. Let's
yeah,
go with that. All right, but no, you didn't see the joint with Pete Davidson, Keke Palmer, where they was heisting. All right, so that's one.
that's one. He
And
did
then
the
let me see.
he did
There was
the John with Jonah Hill and Lauren London. That was a fun. That John's funny. That's actually a good watch.
what was that, like a family John?
He has a family John. Essentially, like it was like if a black Muslim chick get with a Jewish nigga.
And he was like the father.
Yeah, he was a father, and then the other
All
dude's
right.
the other dude's pop was David Duchovny. The mom was what's the name? What her name? Dreyfus from Seinfeld and shit like that. So it was a funny
Julia
movie.
Louis Dreyfus.
Julia Louis Dreyfus, yeah. So like yeah, that was a funny movie. It was a funny movie. But yeah, so he gave him that. Yeah, and then I think he had like a documentary that he did with him too. So
Coming to America that wasn't a part of that, was it?
nah, that was on Amazon. He gave that to Prime. So yeah, so like I'm thinking like, dang. But
No,
I
because
want
the movies that I watched was on Prime, bro. Because if they wasn't on Netflix, I can guarantee you that because I don't watch Netflix.
okay, so yeah, probably so he probably caught a deal for a couple. So yeah, he's still doing movies. But I'm wondering like, will he do the grind? You know, because you do that stand up grind. You got to get in the clubs. You got to work your jokes. You got to, you know what I mean?
A nigga like him, it's not necessarily the same. Like I'm not a comedian, so I don't know, and I don't know that nigga. But if
But I don't know if you're gonna do your jokes raw. Like you're gonna just go out there and just not even
yeah, no, he's not.
no
He's definitely
like
yeah.
no crowd work, no nothing. You know what I mean? Like no like no what do they call it, focus group, because that's usually, you know what I mean, with a lot of these dudes, they focus group their jokes and the little comedy shows.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be out on a random Tuesday night going to see like a new comedian like a Eagle Wit or somebody like that, and then they'd be like, yeah, we got a special opener, and then next thing you know, a motherfucker like Kevin Hart may just come out on a random night like, hey, what's up, y'all, and then kind of give a couple Johns just to see how they go, and then let the mans them come out there. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, I couldn't really see Eddie Murphy going around doing that. That's probably what's stopping him.
yeah, it's probably the case where he's like, I can't work because, you know what I mean? How am I gonna work out my shit, man? I can't really, he probably makes too much of a, and even now, like to this generation, I don't think people kind of understand the magnitude of who he is. Like, it was a certain point where I felt like Charlie Murphy was more famous than Eddie Murphy for like a good pocket of time.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
so
definitely. Like from fucking 2005 to like 2015, nigga Charlie Murphy was working.
yeah, because I mean Eddie man was he kind of fell off for a little bit, man. He kind of had a couple bombs, man. Fucking Norbit wasn't great. One too many nutty professors. Well, yeah, Pluto Nash. It was a couple of them jumps where it was just like, I mean, Eddie was really rocking off fucking
Shrek.
Shrek. You know what I mean? Shrek was really where it was then. So
I think Mulan was my only like my last good performance, Eddie. The first one. I don't think he was in the second one.
oh, he wasn't in the live action, John.
Come on, bro. He was the fucking dragon, my nigga.
I know. I had to ask. I didn't watch it. So that's
Fucking Mulan on Ice, starring Eddie Murphy. Yeah.
What ice? Vanilla ice.
That same ice.
Speaking of Vanilla Ice, shout out. Apparently, he just runs a contracting company now. He's just not even really, you know what I mean? He's
Rob.
yeah, he's doing
Apparently,
his
if you
thing
call
now.
Vanilla Ice to his face, he goes crazy. He just goes by Rob now.
What?
And
Oh, come on.
he's done enough media as Rob for it to have sticked at this point.
Bro, Ninja Rap, bro. You always gonna have my love and respect, bro.
So did you see did J Mac and Drake John know?
Nah, I didn't see this. I thought you was like joking around, but they linked up.
Yeah.
Nah, no, they didn't.
I shared it in the John. It's in the pod. I shared it right. I shared it, and then I shared Adam Bona catching Jay-Z coming out of a fucking hotel, looking like a crazy stalker. Damn, nigga. You know, you gotta start looking.
Nah, we getting caught behind sometimes. So, this is at Shay's birthday too. I saw the clip of him rapping, but
You ain't see the moment they shared?
what song is this?
Look at this nigga. Light skinned as shit. He into
There's too much light skin on the screen.
it.
Bro, look at this. This is too much light skin on the screen, bro. It's like
Mhm.
four,
Mm-hmm.
what the heck?
Look
They
like a
got,
clone party.
oh, he out here recite. Yeah, well, all right. Yeah, that's interesting. That's
You think
Oh,
that would have happened for him if he was still playing for the Sixers? That's a real question.
Probably not. But then again, I don't know who was more hyped to see who though. Was Drake more hyped to see?
Yeah,
Jake or
them
Jay-
niggas was in love, bro.
Yeah, so I
Like,
don't know. So,
that was a genuine connection right there.
because yo,
But
low
if you
key, low key, because J Mac was kind of because J Mac was rocking with Drake during the down years, man. You know what I mean? Like post battle, dog. Like J Mac was the one that was kind of in
You
his
saying-
bag with it. You know what I mean? So that's kind of crazy.
You saying J Mac kept Drake relevant?
Yeah. To some degree, yeah. You know what I mean? So all them
That's probably why he ended up where he was at. You know what I'm saying?
know-
Right in his face like that. You kept rocking with me like when nobody else was. You was always.
I
loyal.
mean, he rapping
always
Drake lyrics to
loyal.
Drake. That's wild. In a house party, in a random ass house party. So,
Nigga, who gets to do that? And Drake is responding to him. Drake is rapping with him, looking him in his face.
like that's kind of weird. He's rapping his music to him and he's acting like a big fan of it.
Him rapping his music to him.
Yeah, that's just
That's gay.
like he never heard it.
Ain't no
Like he ain't
motherfucking word for
like he
it.
ain't heard of
That's
this
gay.
before. Jay-Z would never, bro. I'm telling you.
All right. Did you watch the other video? Did you watch the next video?
Oh man, let me see this one now. Oh man. Oh, that's a Stephen A. John here.
The one
Oh.
that I share.
Oh, not the John at Fanatics Fest. No. This is one LeBron coming off the plane here.
No, I'm talking about that I shared.
Is this a John at Fanatics Fest? I see this one here. Oh, here we go. I see that one. All right. One came before the other. What is going on?
Tell me that shit ain't the most awkward thing in the world, bro.
What? Adam Bona just hanging out front, just waiting for Jay to pull up. Just what?
Yeah, with a hoodie on. and some ball shorts. Some Sixers
And this-
ball shorts. That shit look AI as a motherfucker, don't it?
Kind of
Like,
wild.
This nigga
Jay-
Adam Bona don't got no street clothes.
Yo, my man's out here in his slippers though, like his ball shorts and slippers with a hoodie on. I mean, this kind of old because Jay still got the dreads in this jump, unless he put the lace front back on. But yeah, this is Adam Bona, is he part of Rock Nation Sports? See
I
that?
do not know. That shit was random as fuck.
That is, Adam Bona waiting out in front of Rock Nation. Yeah, actually, yeah. Wow, he is part of Rock Nation. Rock Nation, represented by Rock Nation. Okay.
Oh, that's dope as fuck. I love that. I love that for them. Got Jay-Z hand in his pocket. At some point, everybody needs that.
Hey, as long as if the hands in the pocket, they got to help you make yours bigger so you can take those hands. Oh, take those pockets, or I don't know.
Exactly.
I'm just trying not to sound too much more sus than we already sounded. So I'm gonna just shut up
Yeah,
there.
it's all good, man. It's all
It's
good.
all good,
So earlier, you said that Joe Budden was one of your favorite rappers.
Growing up, yeah. Definitely in that time. That was a whole vibe. Mood music.
I said to somebody the other day that I don't feel like Joe Budden was made for rap. I feel like Joe Budden was literally made to podcast. I think rapping was just something that he was trying to do. He sucked as a rapper, in my opinion. He was always too wordy and too emotional.
I guess that's what made him great. You know what I mean? As a rapper, because I guess his ability to convey emotions, he was conveying emotions where niggas wasn't really giving emotions. You know what I mean? Niggas was giving grit. They weren't really giving emotions. My man was actually having like therapy sessions on, you know what I mean, as albums and shit like that. So
Like I was listening to him, like, damn, he should have been a poet. You know?
I mean, he can still do that. I mean, granted, I can see why he would probably be a better podcaster. I mean, the motherfucking voice is crazy. I mean,
He's a great speaker.
I want that bag. You know what I mean? I want to slow it up.
I want him to be on radio, really, like type shit. Not radio, because I don't listen to radio, but I want him to do pretty much what he's doing now, which is like host a show where he's talking and we get to hear his opinions. I just don't like the fact that there's like 17 people on the show.
Yeah, I want to hear him like getting his like Limbaugh bag. You know what I mean? Like 4 hours just straight up. You just in the paint, just talking.
Reacting. You know what I wanted to do? I realized that remember how his podcast used to be called I'll Name This Podcast Later? For like 100 and something episodes, for like 120 episodes or something. I really love that, and it's been long enough to where like we could steal that shit because nobody today remembers that was a thing, you know?
I'm pretty sure he remembers.
Nobody remembers. You remember?
I don't.
Exactly. So who the fuck?
But
if you don't remember, why would anybody remember?
I mean, I didn't forget. I just didn't remember.
Yeah, but did you notice that Joe Budden? Like, come on, bro. Nobody knows that shit. Nobody's thinking about that. The fact that his podcast went nameless for 100 and some episodes. All for him to finally come up and name it the Joe Budden Podcast. We waited like 4 years for that.
Yeah, we started 2015? He did that.
Yeah, on SoundCloud, I believe.
I'm on Reddit now, so I mean, let's stop that. Because they said 7 years ago. They had a picture of the original crew all together. It was cute.
Marissa, Rory, and fucking Joe.
Yeah, it's cute.
I'm sure I've seen that picture. I used to listen to that show going to sleep. Like when I was like homeless, that show was like my main only companion. That's not the original crew. Maul wasn't original.
I mean,
well, that's cool though.
All three of them. Yo, my man is he in pajamas, dog? What in the freak ass shit?
Joe is always in pajamas and barefoot. That is Joe.
Bro.
What? Joe love to be in pajamas and barefoot with a hat on like he about to go outside. Like, what the fuck you got a hat on for?
Crazy.
Yeah. Nigga got on silk drawers. That's
that's
him. That's why they put the bitch between him and them.
Yeah, because it's just like, yo, we can't.
Nigga, I'm not hugging you right now, nigga. Nigga. Go stand over there next to that nigga. I'm gonna hug you,
bro. Your balls is out, bro. Don't be coming to me like that, bro. It's all good. Oh man. But all right, yo, we might have to bid people due pretty soon. I just realized what time it is.
Word. Time is an illusion.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
All right. Any other things you want to touch on before we get the fuck out of here? Any things that won't be relevant next week?
Nah. It'll just all still be relevant next week because LeBron won't be making a decision until next week, or maybe the following weeks afterwards. And then all my football takes. We'll get to football season. Baseball, Phillies. Y'all ain't fucking around no more. I like that. But
did you see Speed perform at the World Cup?
Yeah. Oh yeah, the World Cup fucking halftime show. Speed performance, I didn't really mind as much. I ain't know he had it like that. That's crazy.
Nigga, he don't. Nigga, I ain't never seen this nigga do nothing musical in his life, bro.
I didn't know he had it like that, bro. I was
but the thing is, you know what he is? He's a soccer super fan. He's a Ronaldo super fan. So like he's been like back when nobody gave a fuck about soccer, Speed always gave a fuck about soccer. Speed always gave a fuck about Ronaldo and we'll go crazy over him. So the fact that he got to perform at that joint, I felt like that was a dream come true. Like for him.
Definitely.
It was like watching a Make-A-Wish kid. You know what I'm saying? Get to meet fucking Michael Jackson.
Definitely. I mean, that's actually how he got. that's kind of how he got on. I mean,
Why? Because
his love and
he
not
autistic.
no, his love and
Oh,
affection for
okay.
soccer got him a little bit more to fans, and because he used to always play FIFA and shit like that, that kind of got, you know what I mean? That kind of was what kind of
Yeah, that
let
propelled
it,
him into the
yeah, held him
spotlight.
because it gave him that national audience of him being a soccer enthusiast, and
Hmm.
and then I remember watching the video when he met Ronaldo, and that's
He
crazy.
did like 3 backflips, cried, pissed himself.
It's like if
Yeah,
you would have, if it's like
fainted.
if you met Elliot, you know what I mean? Like it just, how would y'all get down? You know what I mean? How would
Nigga,
you act?
I ain't gonna have no time for no backflips, nigga. That's all I gotta say, nigga. I'm going
so
straight to work, nigga.
so,
Time is of the essence, nigga. You don't never know how long you got. Um, but
but
yeah, I definitely did not. I never seen him do anything musical in my
yeah,
life.
that
That
was
shit
crazy.
was a complete surprise to me.
I did not know you had that whole choreography, everything like that. So I was like, damn.
Mhm. And he was sitting there smiling and shit. Like I'm like, yo, he's really enjoying this shit. Like
I'm like,
I want to
yo,
dance too.
but yeah. But then, did you see the rest of the halftime show, or because
Who else was it?
they had Madonna, so they had Madonna in that John. So she opened it up, and then they went from like Madonna to they had BTS in that John. They had Shakira and Burna Boy. And then they had what's the name? Justin Bieber came out, did his little acoustic jaunt. It's out there. And then Coldplay had like, you know what I mean, pretty much all kids from all over the world singing they jaunt. And then just I was like, I didn't even know like the World Cup even did halftime show. And I'm out there watching it.
No,
I watched it with
no,
Deuce.
no,
Deuce is
no,
like,
no,
man, this
no,
American ass shit. He's like, no,
no,
why do they
no,
have a
no,
fucking
no,
halftime
no.
show?
Yeah, no, I ain't never seen.
He's
I ain't
like,
never.
he's like, we could be watching football and they're actually fucking showing us the damn Madonna halftime show, man. Only in America. so,
Welcome, guys.
Yeah,
This is how you get the big. This is how you get the big sodas and the big fries.
Yeah,
Gotta pay the bill somehow.
You know what I mean? That's how you do it. You know what I mean? So that's how you get
You want all these hot dogs for just $1? You're gonna have to watch this music, nigga. You're gonna have to watch Madonna, old dumbass 62-year-old ass dance with some sexy shit on, knowing damn well she don't got no sex appeal to her yet or anymore. You ever met a nigga who says yet instead of anymore?
Yet instead of anymore?
Yeah, there's people in our region of the world who do that a lot. They be like, yeah, I haven't seen like what they go. God damn it, I don't talk like that, so I have to really think hard of it. Fucking
That's
example.
crazy.
Like,
that's crazy though. That's wild because that's some prime hate and
yeah,
shit. Like, where it's just like,
yeah, he don't really do it yet.
He don't even do it
like,
yet.
Damn.
It was like, damn.
Like, what
are you trying to say? He never did it at all, dog? Like, what
yeah,
do you mean?
like, how you gonna take away? How you gonna take away the contribution that he once made? Like,
Yo,
what?
That's wild.
Mm-hmm.
That's some. You want to talk about some backhanded hating, bro? That's
yeah,
crazy.
bro. When I first moved in with white people, like when I had roommates and shit, like at college and shit, niggas was like, yeah, niggas said something like we was out of some shit, and it was like, yeah, I ain't like I remember, I remember it was there yet, like I remember it was there, but it ain't there yet. I'm like, what the fuck is going on with this nigga? Like, nigga, are you losing it right now? Like, I don't understand. But yeah,
nigga from the future, bro. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Nigga, time traveling. So
in his own fucking mind.
So I do it all the time. I do it all the time. But
have you ever heard the term Negrological?
Negrological?
Mm-hmm.
No, but I feel like I understand completely what it means.
You know exactly what the fuck it means.
So I know exactly what it means.
Can you give me an example of it? Closed mouth don't get fed.
Yeah, pretty much something like that.
You got any other ones?
Closed mouth don't get fed. What's another jaunt? It's always a jaunt like, yo, I'm not hungry, but you eat to keep from getting hungry type of jaunt. You know what I mean? Like, or
who the fuck fed you that?
You know,
I'm not hungry. Yeah, well, you eat to keep from getting hungry. Damn. All right. That's a new one. That sounds like some pimp shit. I'm not hungry, daddy. Yeah, but you eat to keep from getting hungry, bitch.
So you got to jump like that. You gotta
don't split the pole.
Yeah, that's man. That's Negro astrological right there. So, that's a different one right there. So that's funny though. We were just walking with like some of the homies before, and we definitely did that. I was like, "Yo, what you doing, bro?"
You
yo,
stopped him?
come back around here, bro. What
You
you
did
doing?
that?
Stop playing, dog. Stop playing.
Nigga, I would have defied you so badly. I would have been out in the street like, what the fuck do you think you're doing?
Dog, we've
You
been in the
can't
street.
control my destiny. If I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die. Nigga, I'd have been out there drawing. And that's why you don't call me that much. I understand. I understand.
Nah, honestly, I wish you'd been there the night we watched the Knicks game. We gotta watch one of these games one of these nights, or maybe I don't know. We go see the Odyssey, man. We gotta get a hookup on some shrooms to go watch that joint in IMAX. So
Yeah,
make sure I'll make sure I don't shit myself when I'm doing the process. So
yeah, that might be fun. Do they still do IMAX experience thing?
oh yeah, nah, the new joint now is crazy. Yeah, it's wild. It's not even just it's a whole different one. Apparently that's why a lot of niggas is mad about this movie because it's only like 8 or 11 theaters in the country that really show it in the in how it was shot. so it's kind of wild.
Do we have one?
Yeah, we got 2 of them actually. We got one over in Cherry Hill and there's one over in KOP. So
Hey,
we happen to be
I want to go to
spoiled.
KOP. KOP is beautiful.
So
I have fun at KOP.
Yeah.
Hey, well, that sounds like the move, man.
so we're gonna figure it out. We got to get the crew together.
Do you ever have a childhood nickname? Like I realized, like when we met you, we gave you a nickname and shit. I guess I don't know if we gave it to you, but you know, we called you what we called you. But did you ever have a childhood nickname?
I mean, through my family, yeah, you know.
What was it?
They used to call me it's part of my real name, so it's just Saiyan. So you know what I mean? So
Cyan.
yeah. Because that's when I was first born in Asia, that's what they used to call me because they couldn't pronounce my real name. So they used to be like, yo, they put
They had to throw all these other things into it.
yeah, they call me
'Cause
Sa,
Asian
you know what I mean? Cool.
Call that boy Sa. Damn, that's fly. That's a good ass story.
So
I didn't expect that.
and I you know, that's what I ain't speak English when I first came here. That's what I called myself because that's all I was around when I was a baby. So I mean,
Yeah. So he was like, Sa, I want some peas, bitch.
so
Crush them up.
Other than that,
Did Spike Lee get his ring?
Spike Lee get his ring?
Mhm.
Yeah, he got his.
We saw it. We saw his ring ceremony.
Nah, we didn't see it. We don't see the ring ceremony yet. So ring ceremony.
No,
just
but did we
started
see
season.
his? Like, oh, so he
His
gonna
ring
be at the nigga. He gonna be at the first Knicks game of the season when they get their rings given to him. It'll probably be on a road on some weird shit. He gonna be there.
They can't do the first game on the road, bro. They got to do the first game at home. The ring ceremony. They got to be at home, man. I always find
nigga
always,
they did that shit. Go ahead.
I find that just crazy disrespectful, bro.
Remember they did their ring ceremony in our house?
That's disrespectful, bro. That's just
you remember that shit?
Yeah.
It was like, well, we might as well do it because Danny's over there and Dwight's over there too, so we might as well do it in Philly before the game.
Well, that's the thing. They give them theirs when they come. You know what I mean? Like that's okay, but you can't do a whole ring ceremony at somebody else's house, bro. Like that's just diabolical right there, bro. You can't, we can't, how are we living here, bro? Like, you know, yeah, man. I know you didn't get this last year. You hope to get this, but yeah, we got to get this. That's wild, yo.
Yeah, Adam Silver standing in the middle of the floor and shit. It's a random ass Tuesday night.
That is wild. Nah, they can't do that. They better not do that to us. I know they already had the schedule for the preseason. I know it's funny that the first Celtics Sixers matchup is preseason October 10th. So
yeah, but
see what that's like.
NFL, they actually play. So that's gonna be niggas gonna play that game.
Yeah, they're gonna play. I mean, they probably don't give it the full game. They probably
they're gonna play the first four.
Yeah,
first quarter. I mean,
yeah, it plays for first quarter. See what it's like, make it interesting, and then kind of go from there. You just don't get a bunch of Dembona minutes. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Shout out Rock. It's the Rock.
LeBaron Filon. You know what I mean? Like, you know, just we're gonna get these guys.
Yeah. But LeBron's definitely not playing on that day.
LeBron ain't playing. Man, you ain't gonna see LeBron till December, man. No matter what team he signed with, bro.
Yeah.
LeBron didn't even start playing
so confidently.
I mean, I saw how he started last season with the Lakers. My man sat out the first. I don't think my man played till like middle of November. So My man said he had a problem with he had a problem with his sciatic nerve. He was like, "Yeah, man, my sciatic nerve's messing up, man. I got to stop eating cookies."
Damn.
They got a meme going around saying no more cookies.
No, that's his like his biggest like weakness. He said he loved cookies, like
know.
chocolate chip cookies. He can't get enough of.
Nah, that's why he left the Heat, because they took his cookies on him when he was on the plane.
Rouse fucked the cookies up. No, so it wasn't even that he took his cookies. What it was everybody knew he loved cookies, right? So they used to have the same like charter flights. So the crew on the flights, like the chicks, they knew he loved cookies. So these bitches was baking this nigga cookies on a regular basis, right? So they baking this nigga cookies every flight. So every time he happy as shit, looking forward to that shit. So one day Rouse come, no, he don't just take this nigga cookies. He told the staff, no, y'all can't bake him cookies no more.
Nah,
Nigga, that's deep, nigga.
yeah,
That's bigger than just taking your cookies out your hand, bro. He went to your bitches and said, no more cookies for that nigga, or you're fired.
That's a problem.
That's pimping.
Yeah, that is though. That's the thing. It's just who's pimping who right now. You know what I mean? That's where it starts to be at a certain point. Where like Bronx. That's why he ended up having to go back to Cleveland, because he was like, all right, bro, like yo, I ain't one of your hoes, dog. so
But then he finished the story off by saying, yeah, and D Wade was laughing at me over the cookies or whatever. Then I saw how Rouse played with his money later after that. So it could have been either my cookies or D Wade's millions. You know what I'm saying?
which is even crazy.
I got off light.
It's just
That's what
crazy.
he said. He laughed at it just like that. I got off light.
Which is crazy, because that was wild, man. You had a whole arc of D Wade playing in Chicago, which is funny. That was a fun season actually. I can't.
I'm not
even
a
lie.
fan, so
Nah, but
yeah.
that's D Wade, at least tail end prime, him, Jimmy Butler, and Rondo.
Oh yeah, that sounds like horrible.
But
Sounds like fights.
Fun hoops. That's fun hoops. It just it's just
No, it sounds more like fun huddles.
fun.
It's like them niggas was going to war on the sidelines. Like, I don't know. I know I'm not a fan of D Wade, but I know one thing. Remember his son just got arrested.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
His one and only son.
Yeah.
Got arrested.
Yeah. We're not going there twice.
Going where?
I saw it in your eyes, bro.
I said what I said.
I know you said what you said. You said what you said. You said.
All right.
So
yeah, his son got arrested.
Z Wade. I know. Yes, man.
What did he get arrested for?
Man, was it domestic violence, battery, whatever? You know what I mean? So,
how old is he again? Beating on bitches? I don't even think he's 21 yet, is he? He ain't 20.
He is 24.
That nigga old as shit. Why would we give a fuck about him? He ain't making the league. It's over for him. That nigga dead to us. He might as well be fucking Michael Jordan's son.
Was he? Yeah, he was in the G League. 1 year in the G League.
That nigga done.
I mean, in more ways than one. Let's just say that. so
Niggas
you know.
Yeah, shout out to Jello. You better learn how to pivot, little nigga.
I mean, Jello in the he in the family business still though. So
you know how many niggas, you know how many rappers, you know how many hoopers that I be seeing listening to Jello?
All I can say is Jello Jello performed at the All-Star game. So
Jello niggas be listening to Jello. No, but niggas listen to other Jello songs too. I saw a clip of the baby, not Lil Baby, the baby riding a little motorized piece of luggage through the airport listening to Jello.
I'm just wondering how Jello got the New Orleans flow. He got the NOLA flow, the Nolia flow.
Because he was because Lonzo was playing and with the Pelicans.
Okay,
for them 2 years.
so he's out in Holly Grove out there. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
he's out in the Noya.
You know what I mean? Getting his bars up.
Yeah, he was out there. Little
Man.
Daddy was out there.
Little daddy, little dank.
Little boy. Little boy. He was out there with them little boys.
That's a whole different.
Niggas is so soft, bro.
Yeah, that's a little boy.
Little boy.
That sounds sus. I can't even hold you, man.
That's
So
how the niggas. That's culture. That's how the niggas talk, bro.
I know. Oh shit, nigga, what am I doing? Yeah, I gotta stay there. Nah,
It's
yeah.
crazy because I can see the fog. I can see that Canada fog in your background.
That's what they call it. So
I've been smoking, nigga. I've been smoking since we started. My shit sharp.
yeah. Nah, it's just the angle where I'm at right here. So I gotta get this
The way
situated.
the way the
Tryna-
light is diffusing on your right
Yeah.
skin.
I got it bouncing off of something else to come over here. So we gonna
And
figure it
then
out.
you reflecting it like the moon with your bright ass.
I know, I'm fucking sweaty as shit, greasy as hell.
Oh man.
Greasy ass, you know what I mean? Greasy Dan out here.
So I ain't listen, man. Greasy Daniels. All right, man. We gotta get the fuck out of here, bro.
Yeah, thank y'all for listening, kicking it with us and streaming. Sorry, Romeo, I was late. I was in the paint, but
It's
we got
all
you
bueno.
next week. But yeah, man, thank y'all for listening. Thank y'all for liking and subscribing. Thank y'all for all the support. Remember, man, we still have the emails in this, John. So you can check the description, send us some questions, and emails and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And just hit us up, man. But remember, always share the shit with your friends, your real friends, and don't be afraid to go back and listen to an old episode or so. I mean, but all right, man. Thank y'all. Romeo, you got anything? You got anything for him?
Let's make medicine. Shout out to Take Capone.
Hey, shouts out. Yo, tell them where you about to be at, dog. Tell them, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I'm about to jump on Capturing Combos. We about to go live for 3 hours. Come see the boys, man. If you like me, if you like Romeo, if you fuck with this, come see us. Capturing Combos on Twitch, on everything. We going
All right,
live
yo.
now.
Fuck with my brothers, then, man. Let's do it, man. All right, yo. We out, yo.
All right, bro.
Peace.
Deuces.